I just want to make sure we actually are right on that 10 o'clock dot.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna open my shit up.
What is going on, guys? We are on time for once. We're technically in the future at the moment, but I know there's gonna be a little bit of a delay, so we're hopping in a little bit before 10. I'm gonna queue up on the Toyz Live page, make sure that you guys have that link there, and a little reminder that it's gonna be 10 o'clock. Everybody hopping onto the YouTube right now. I'm gonna pull that up and join you in the chat. Boom, boom. Gosh dang, Johnny Marbles, Nim Studios, what is going on, homie? Skilled one, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? Hot dang.
Yeah. Everybody's in that. Well, 4 of them are in the house right now. Nice.
4 of them are in the house. I hope you guys have had a great week, man. These Thursdays seem to sneak up. I'm not saying it in a bad way because like the whole week seems actually really long until all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, it's Thursday. Como P, what is going on, man? Good to see you in the house this evening. Oh, we have a full roster going on. Fletch, what up, dude?
We do, man. Peter, what's happening? Shed Quarters, what's happening? Fletch, what is happening? Yeah, dude, I agree, man. I mean, we're on, shit, when it's like Monday, it's like, we got till Thursday. And next thing you know, it's like, fuck, man, it's Wednesday night. And then next thing you know, it's like, shit, dude, it's 6 o'clock on Thursday. And here we are. Ella, what's happening?
If anything, Wednesday evening, I'm usually shitting my pants going, what the hell? How did Thursday sneak up? Ella,
yeah,
how
man,
are you?
I get really prepared, like right after we do this show, I'll start getting really prepared for next week. And then I'll just kind of tail off. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, dude, I missed a ton of stuff.
Oh, man. And if anything, I sometimes feel bad. There's shit that falls right in between our episodes that sometimes gets missed as well. It might be 3 or 4 days old by the time the next Thursday comes up. We try and catch it, but it's tough, man. I try and save them my throughout the week as well. But I don't know if you guys notice this. I find sometimes saving shit on my PC and then saving on my phone, it doesn't actually save all the same things. Sometimes things are missing.
Yeah, I usually just try to. I'm on my phone most of the time, but I usually just try to screenshot whatever I see and then go back through them. The day prior or a couple days prior. But Death and Strawberries, what is up, my man? Hey, real quick, man, shout out to Death and Strawberries. He had some really good posts today on his stories about some scams that are going around. I don't know if it's worldwide. It's definitely here in the States. But if anybody has older parents or just anybody that, can be taken advantage of, there's definitely some scams going around out there. So word to the wise, man, be very careful. If somebody calls you talking about bank accounts and riches and Bitcoin and stuff like that, highly advised to steer clear. Monster Vat, what's up, my man? Monster Vat, my prediction.
Heavy hitter.
Yeah, Monster Vat and Shed Quarters, actually, my prediction was true. Your packages did come back. They are going back out tomorrow.
Did they hit your home and you had to pay to ship them back out? There's been so many things happening right now where sometimes artists have told me that they haven't had to pay anything to get them back out. Some have had to pay things to get them back out. I'm just curious, what the fuck's going on in the world of postal?
You know what? I will let you know. I'll find out tomorrow on what happens when I take them back down there with the slip. And I'm still really confused on why they were not shipped. Not a lot of detail on. They wrote something, but I cannot tell what it was. I don't know if it's a number or a letter or what it is. But
that's BC, eh? Canadian boy.
Right? Yeah. And never had a problem shipping to Canada before. Never had a problem shipping to Australia before. Never had a problem shipping to anywhere. But these two were rung up by the same clerk on the same day at the same time. So I'm wondering if that's where the error is. I don't know. Point being, going back out tomorrow. Thank you for being patient.
Man. Postal service.
Anyways, so yeah, the scams. Watch out for those. Death and Strawberries. Thank you for posting that today, man. It's extremely unfortunate what happened to your parents, but thank you for sharing that and kind of putting everybody else on high alert.
That shit's easy to get spooked by, man.
It is, man. It's stuff that's been going on for a long time. And, unfortunately, older people are kind of, the target almost every time. And it's shitty, dude. We all have parents or had parents at one time or know somebody that's elderly. And it would probably financially really hurt them if they lost a ton of money like that. So be careful.
Dude. All right, man, we've got a crazy night ahead of us too, actually. So I don't want to hold up too long talking lovely things that we could all talk about forever. But we've got Porpoise, who's going to be joining us a little bit later on this evening. Nim, and actually, hopefully, like 20 minutes tops-ish, we'll get our shit together and pull Nim in here. If you guys aren't familiar with Nim Studios, you had a great chance to meet Nim Studios this evening. Again, some of these up-and-comer fucking new to this toy scene artists are just insane, man. They're just killing it. And then we also
agreed, man.
Skilled One later on coming in too. You guys have probably seen Skilled One in the chat, a fellow collector. I'm sure they dabble a little bit in creating as well, as many of the collectors seem to. So we'll pull those guys all in. It'll be a blast. You've got a bajillion boxes as per usual, which is good. Good to see.
And you know what's funny, dude, is I got 3 really good ones today at the same time, and I'm not going to open them until next week because I didn't have a chance to let the artists know that they were going to be open this week. But and it'll be cool. But yeah, dude, super stoked about the show, man. Nim, Porpoise, Skilled One. Shit, man. It's going to be a good one. Nim Studios, bro. Shoot.
Dude, man. Yeah, fuck, I sound stupid here. Okay, when the exponential growth, there we go. That's where I'm gonna start. The exponential growth in the toy scene has just been absolutely insane. When we consider, in my opinion, I usually look at it like wave 3, wave 4, like the titty beans, the one-trick ponies, the vomiting droids, and then I kind of think of it like wave 5. We start seeing kind of like I'd even say Hurt Toys at the end of wave 4. We're now, in my opinion, kind of entering that wave 5, right? We're starting to see, like, and I'd even say like Michael Frenetic from Frenetic Toys, Dr. Flops, I would say, Nim Studios, Wendigo. These are artists that it seems have really broken into the scene in the last like year. I know sometimes there's like stuff happening behind the scenes we don't quite get to know of or see yet. It seems, artistically speaking, in the toy world, you've broken on this year. And the caliber of work we're seeing is just stupid, dude. You see Frenetic Toys, his wife holding that big giant ass fucking toy recently, man.
Yeah, dope. And that thing's crazy, dude. You know what I mean? I remember seeing that thing advertised and was just like, holy smokes. But you're right, dude. And I think tonight's show is really going to show just kind of some of the variety of talent that's out there. Anything from gallery art up to original sculpt to just dope resin casting. It's all here.
Sucklord who?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. You know what? He did come out with. I saw a drop today of some Brandon figures that was like Robo Brandon, or I can't remember what it was, but it was funny. I thought they were good. I'm sure they all went very quick, but
he's great. Anyway. He's actually great. It's just crazy to me to think that like probably 12 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, like that was the bar. That was like the bar for like resin art indie toys.
Right.
And to now just have individuals like General Porpoise, Nim Studios, Fletch, Spice Dream, it's like
it's crazy, bro. And I mean, look at the busload of people that just walked into this place, man. Wendigo.
Wendigo is getting fucking insanely good, dude. He's starting to get those full casts going.
Yeah.
Great paint apps. Titty Beam, we already know, is a fucking legend. Stripe 7,
Mothman,
Spice Dreezy,
Jump the Dragon, Goblin Mob, Jazz Wizzy, Yucca Muck, Strafe 7.
Hall of Fame.
Hall
of Fames, bro.
What a room. Thanks for coming in, boys. Woo!
Almost every week, dude. Hall of Famers just fucking chilling in this chat, dude. I need to start getting some real videos together throughout the weeks and stuff, or TikToks together that are showcasing some of the shared screen of the chat combos going on, because you guys are the real fucking MVPs. We've been saying it since day one.
Yeah, that's truth right there.
Hey, if you guys in the chat, I'm going to be totally honest. I was having a hard time finding specifically drops this week. So if you guys know of drops coming up, make sure to drop them in the comment. Drop them drops in the comment. Because I know that Halloween's that spooky season. Everybody's got ghosts and stuff coming on. If you're about to say also Fat Dad's Toys, You are right. Yes, Fat Dad's Toys does have a drop going on, but we show Fat Dad's Toys page every week. The dude's making something new every damn week. So get over to Fat Dad's Toys page. He does have some new stuff going on as well. We will hop into some news. BJ, what kind of news have you got that I should be pulling up though?
Well, first off, I see Ocular Rhombus is in the room. Welcome back, my friend. You have been absent the last few weeks, and we missed you.
Calling him out.
Thank you for coming out. Hey, he called it out himself right there. He says he missed the last 3 episodes, but welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. So one thing that I'm going to bring up real quick, and I'm going to take it from Nim Studios because I saw it on his live earlier. And I thought I'd just throw this out there, and just so we don't have to circle back and do it when we're talking about his stuff, is he showed a book on his live today. It's called So Crazy Japanese Toys. And he said it was an Amazon buy, and he said it's a sick book and it looks super sick. And it was about, I think he said 20 to 30 bucks. And it was a great book, man. He just kind of flipped through it real quick. That's not really news per se. That's just kind of a book that I was looking at. Other news, man, I don't really know, bro. I got a lot going on over here, and I've been kind of out of touch a little bit. Try to dig in a little bit here and there, but I kind of got the same outlook that you do, that you mentioned just a little while ago, man. It's just that you see this stuff come out over and over again from people that are new or old, and you just kind of realize what level this is at. And if you really start digging in, you're just like, holy shit, man, there is some just wild talent in here. You know what I mean? That, like, how many people have seen that besides Instagram and, some other social network stuff. But God, dude, glad that we can just be a small part of getting that out there.
Oh, it's insane to me, man. It's insane to me. I'm gonna flip over to the share screen. I want to pull us up there. You were talking about that book a moment ago, the So Crazy Japanese Toys live action TV show Toys. Yeah, why not just go and see it, right? So this is exactly what he's talking about here. Looks like you can get it used $16.96. Not too shabs. So Crazy Japanese Toys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
TV show toys from the 1950s. I'm sure. Ooh, we are indie toys. What's this, buddy?
Oh, what is that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Resin characters.
Make your own resin characters. How about that?
Yeah, no shit. The indie world is producing extraordinary toy characters, but little is known about the designers creating them or the process used to make them. We are indie toys. No, we are.
Yeah, right. Look at the bottom. Look at that saying at the bottom. What's it say? Doodle, mold, sculpt, paint, fun, with an exclamation point. So it's true.
Fuck this company. I'm suing. All right.
We are indie toys. No, you're not.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck those guys. Let's get the heck out of here, though. We'll go on over to IG. Let me stop this. Because like a fool, instead of just sharing that monitor, I shared that tab. But we'll share again here. We'll go back over. I want to pull up some IG pages that are chilling there. Ella, I saw that great snag. What did Ella snag? In personal news, I snagged the mystery box from Junk Fed this morning. Oh shit! I didn't even know that there was a Junk Fed fucking mystery box. Bastards. Back on TPN. Hit me up. Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about there. You guys do your thing. Yeah, Nim, look forward to seeing that, dude. And I'm sure you flipping through it probably actually looks a little bit better than me just pulling up the Amazon link.
Oh, you know what, dude? I totally missed that comment. I'm like, what are you talking about? Junk Fed. So Ella, in personal news, I snagged this box from Junk Fed. Nice, very cool.
Yeah, you guys are fast tonight, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, I'm gonna make sure that I try and remember to grab links for you guys as I go here, but this one caught my eye immediately. These are going on sale tomorrow night. Now I'm assuming Priscilla Art actually did the paint apps on these, and that the actual pieces I thought were done by, they look almost like a JDM sculpt, but maybe I'm off. Maybe Priscilla Art has actually done these as well, so I don't want to say that.
That is sick.
Fantastic. Sick as shit, dude.
That is sick. And also, I don't know if people know, I'm sure you've seen it if you've been surfing. I think it's typically on the weekend in the mornings. She does a live, Instagram live that seems to be pretty consistent as far as when it comes out. But man, great live to tune into if you come across that one. tap on that and take a look. Very cool stuff.
Yo, Titty Bean Toys, man, thank you so much. TPN is Vian food through a giant needle in my chest. I am so lost, T-Bone, man. I am so Vietnamese food, right? Is that what you're saying? Oh shit, I don't know anything, dude. I come from a hick town. All right, here we go. Flanagan Art. This is actually an artist that we're actually going to be talking about later on tonight. You got a piece from them. You were actually Beat of the J just mentioned me. They've got a drop coming again Friday night. So a bunch of these guys are going to be going up for sale tomorrow night. Anybody interested in those, I'm going to drop the link for that right here.
Yeah, dude, we'll get into more of TL Flanagan, but dude, some original sculpt work there. If you're familiar with that page, there is some incredible work on those. I'm going to open something from her tonight. But
those are some of the best. What is that guy? Critter?
Yes.
Yeah. Some of the better Critter ones I've seen, dude. That's cool.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of character there. Great paint apps too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, any of you guys seen these? I love these, dude. They're the JM Rampage Ugly Unicorns done by Ogre Ceramics. So normally we would see these in a soft vinyl. I'm digging the hell out of them in the ceramic, man. Those paint apps are dope as shit. These are actually going to be a part of the My Plastic Heart show. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. I don't need silly medical straight in my bloodstream 24. Right. Dude, I don't know anything. Oh shit, into your vein. You weren't being funny. Into your vein. Fuck sakes. Yeah, I don't know anything. Sorry, dude. My Plastic Heart. They've got a show going on. It looks like there's a bunch of different collaborations going on with JM Rampage. So this is actually one of the versions. It'll be the JM Rampage Ogres. And then that Ogre Ceramics we just saw, that somebody else is doing a collab with the JM Rampage. So My Plastic Heart, that's a show that's coming up. Dropping that there.
The other show that I saw, it's not for a few months, but I just saw it start to be advertised. If anybody has some information on it, please let me know. And that's the Assembly Required show. That's I want to say first quarter next year sometime. I want to say March, something like that. Porpoise and I were talking about it, and that's one that I would like to go to. I know it's a smaller show, but this year there was a ton of just incredible artists there. Barrio Bo was going to be there. General Porpoise is going to be there. There's quite a few people going. I might try to get out there for a day and check that out, man. That I think would be a really good time.
Oh yes, Yakamuk, you are right. I did see that Dano Brown is hosting a show. There's the Assembly Required one. Dano Brown. I was surprised to see that, and there's some really lovely names on that drop list as well.
On the Nugget show.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There's some. Look, check that list out, bro. That's wild. There's some. First of all, it's just a lot of people in general. Which
we've got some toys on that. Like we've got some toy homies on that list, man. And so there's some fucking vets. There's some veterans on that list.
Yeah, CBD, man. Haven't seen anything from him in a while. That's cool.
Carolina cool guy. Nice to see you, man.
Yeah.
So here's the Dano Brown Nug show. For anybody who's interested in checking that out.
Rainbow Yawn, I saw him there. That's cool.
Rainbow Yawn, yeah, he's been making sure to get into some shows lately. It's nice to see. Penalty work.
Oh, and Carolina Cool Cat at that's dope.
Yeah, they've been working on these for a couple times, I think. Like there's been a couple different paint apps of them. I like this. I'm assuming these are the prototypes. But I fucking love that pour spout. I'm weirdo.
Oh wow, that's cool.
These guys look fun, man. These guys are going to be dropping October 7th. Sales begin September 17th. So this current Saturday coming up.
Is that PNL Toy Works? Is that what that is?
Yeah, PNL Toy Works. I would assume it's pronounced like Penal Toy Works. Penal. I don't fucking know. PNL. Maybe it's just PNL Toy Works. But I'm going to drop that for anybody who's interested in catching that drop on Saturday. I was really stoked to see N-Face now has stickers of these. So that print that he had done originally, if anybody's interested, there's now stickers available, $5 shipped.
Nice.
Not too shabby for you American dudes, for sure. Kajiki Toys, what is going on, dude? Thanks for dropping in. A lot of fun. A
Yeah.
little bit of everything here. Agree with CCC. Carolina Coolcat. Asheville is great. Asheville is straight up one of the coolest cities in NC. Where's NC?
North Carolina.
Okay, shit. Sorry.
East Coast.
Carolina
Yep.
Coolcat. Makes sense.
There you go. Man, there's going to be a lot of people out there, man. You guys are giving me some good info. It looks...
Stripe 7, I'm glad you got that, man. I don't know why I went with penile. I was like, you know what? Why not? Penile Toy Works.
P&L. It could be P&L, profit and loss toys. I don't know.
Profit and loss
could
toys.
be initials for something else.
Sagittarius,
Yeah.
they restocked these guys in the web store recently. A couple little dudes. So anybody interested in snagging some Sagittarius vinyl? Man, there's more drops than I thought. And admittedly, there's there's a lot more under 1,000s and $30. Toy Art UK 2022. Holy fuck. Can I speak? Can I think? September 24th, this is coming up for anybody in the UK. There's a whole bunch of the artist homies that we've seen in there. Like, we know some of these people. So yeah, tons of big names to be a part of that.
Hey, what's Canada's big indie toy show?
We just had Fan Expo. And I'm assuming that's kind of one of ours. I'll have to kind of look into it, man. I don't see Toyronto post too much about what our big thing is, to be honest, unfortunately. But I think Fan Expo for a lot of our indie makers here in Toronto, at least, like that's the thing. I'd have to look a little more into it. We're so spread far apart. Like most of us don't really travel for that kind of shit into Canada. We go to the States instead. But I'm gonna stop there. That's it for news that I have at the moment.
Yeah, Fletch said Spitball Toys is dropping the inspected deck, inspected gadget tomorrow.
Who's the artist on that? I'm so sorry.
Spitball
Toys. Okay.
Dude, Spitball Toys, man. If anybody's got any of their work, I have a piece by them, and that stuff's just incredible. Pretty much everything that I've seen them do is like super top notch 3.75. Really cool though. They do have that. There was 5 that came out. I think they dropped in a story the other day. I missed that one.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's 10 more that are coming tomorrow.
The gadget.
Ooh, there it is, man. That is sick.
Faith Wu-Tang Clan. Jokes.
Yeah.
That came out sharp.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's cool. So I'm gonna try to snag that. But his work is, it's just incredibly clean, dude. His store, there's a Robert Johnson piece, who was a blues singer, and died at an early age, way back in like the 30s or 40s. Right there.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
On it.
Sorry, that's dope.
Oh yeah.
This year?
That is dope, man. No, just scroll up one. Go up one more.
My apologies.
There, yeah. So that's it. I have that one, but I'm just saying the figure on it is super clean, man. And I'm sure that Inspected Deck is probably the same way, but he had some MF Dooms a little while back that sold really fast. That other Inspected Deck, that thing went within seconds.
I remember this guy when it dropped, man.
Yeah, and that really dope and super clean. Really good with his progress pictures on that one. And they just sold out right away. That's funny.
I don't know why. I think this might be the one I like, man.
Yeah.
How often do you see a Darth Vader just retching like that? Thanks for pointing that out, Johnny Marbles, Darth Puker. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a bit. For us not having anything written down, there's actually quite a bit of news. Right on for everybody in the chats who's dropping information in there. I agree, man. That Doom tried to snag one, man, but those things went lightning fast. You know what's crazy, dude? I just recently started using alerts. Like, I was never really an alert person. I figured that if I put too many alerts, my phone would be going off all the time. But I put it for stuff that's a little bit harder to get. And I've been getting stuff. And And I'm just like, why did I never do this before? That's so stupid. Like, how would you know there's a drop unless you like set your alarm on your phone or something, you know? Which I have plenty of those set as well.
So you started actually clicking that little turn on notifications for certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to not do that. People are like, oh, hit the alerts. And I'm just like, nah, I'm on here enough that I'll run across it eventually. And next thing you know, you're like, how did I miss that? You know?
Life speaks away, man.
Yeah.
Vomiting droids. No CP, bro. Wrong place.
I heard there was free pizza. Oh man, you know what? Vomiting droids. He just showed up for the Canadian music tonight. That's all he wanted. I hope you can deliver.
I'll be honest, man. Canadian music, there's so much like good and so much bad. It's hard because like it's not like American music where it's like you make up most of the music we hear. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of shit music, but like for the most part, we listen to your music. Canada, it's almost kind of like a trade-off, you know? Every damn time.
Yeah.
We give you Bieber, but we also gave you Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh man, that conversation you guys had going back and forth, I was dying, dude. Good stuff. So anyway, welcome to the Canadian music episode.
Celine Dion.
Oh, Yuckamuck, great comment, dude, on Vomiting Droids fan club. That was cool. Vomit.
But it was in his stories. He was in his stories like a fucking douche, man.
Right.
I went hunting.
Yeah. Vomit. What is that? Tell me about that. I'm very, very curious. I like the card. You know what the card reminded me of? The card reminded me of a card that came in the Terrible Toy Works package. And they put those little cards on almost every individual wrapped pack. It looked super, super clean.
It reminded me of my first library card ever for some reason. I don't know why.
Kajiki says, Celine Dion.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Wow.
Celine Dion. There's two types of people in the world, two types of Canadians in Canada. Sorry about Celine Dion. And those were like, Celine Dion, bro.
That's funny.
More info. So,
all right. So he's tight-lipped on that. That's cool. No problem.
More info forthcoming. Hey, before we get Nim in here, because I know he's waiting patiently in the waiting room there, you want to bust into that Nim package, show up a little bit of what this...
Yeah. Good point. I don't want to open it in front of him like we're doing a Secret Santa gift exchange.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, right. So Nim Studios, first of all, if you didn't know who this box was from, it's Nim Studios. And just in case you saw it from the other side, it's Nim Studios. Maybe you saw it from the end, Nim Studios. Maybe you saw it from the other end, Nim Studios.
I want to call him Nimmy Stew.
Nim Studios.
The old Nimmy Stew, Nim Studios.
But dude, like real talk, man, this dude has so much wild art. It's incredible, man. And I'm not just talking about resin. We're gonna see some insane stuff from him tonight. But there's a couple things in here. Number one, and I think I believe I saw it on a post or a story of his today, that these were for sale, and I think they're on his website. So this is a sweatshirt, actually. Nice thick hoodie here. Bam, that's the back. That's the back. That's down the sleeve. Some other original characters of his. Very cool because there is a story behind those figures, which I'll let him tell that. And then on the front chest, just a nice clean Nim Studios. Clean, man. So that's it from the front. That's it from the back. Sick, dude. This is a dope sweatshirt. Straight up, man. Very cool look. I will be rocking that this winter For sure. I'll get into the figure last. This right here, man, is some original artwork of his character. So the character we're going to look at is an original character called Agent Jupiter. That is some original artwork for Agent Jupiter, which is sick, man. Definitely will frame that one. Very nice. And then the piece. So I'm going to show the piece. I'll let him get into kind of where they're rolling this out at and where he's going to be showing it. There already was a run of these that went and they sold out. But this is Agent Jupiter is what that is. That is an original character. His son had a lot of influence on this character for him. It's another story I'll let him get into. But really nice, man. So it's got a fold down or a pop down blister on it. Really nice card, nice, thick, durable, really clean graphics on there. This character, so he did tell me about this one. I don't know if the other ones are going to have that cape on it. Mine does have this resin cape, which is sick. I'm going to put this on the other camera, but dope, man. Original character, really cool colors. Reminds me of Captain Planet a little kind of bit, with the red and the kind of teal. Let me switch cameras right quick. The cape glows, so I'm going to turn the light off real quick. Crank this up. Well, that's sick already, I can tell. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, good one, man. So the eyes and the arms on that is sick. It almost looks like glowing flames coming up his arms there. But that is way nice, man.
When he mentioned he was going to try and get some kind of glow in the hands, I wasn't sure like how it was going to come out. That came out really good, man.
Yeah.
I like how the paint app actually like allows the glow still to come through. Well done, dude. I guess we'll pick your brain in a moment. I'm curious if you ended up doing the glow from the outside with like a sealant, or if you ended up actually doing that in the pour. So I'd love to ask you more about that.
Yeah.
Oh, beautifully. Great details in the eyes.
Yeah, stick, man.
Really cool.
Did that.
Really cool figure.
But yeah, so this one I believe is going to be at DCon, or maybe something else at DCon. We'll let him talk about that. But he will be at DCon, so I will meet him out there, which is going to be super rad. But yeah, man, Agent Jupiter, really cool character. I can't wait to talk to him about this piece. Check out his page, man. Like I said, there was already a run of these that went. And there is, there's a story on the back, and there's obviously going to be more characters and stuff. So very cool, man. I know he's got big plans for this character. But just a really solid, nice character all together, all original on that too. Kajiki, yeah. Straight from the house. What's up, man?
Awesome. Been for a bit.
Yeah, right on. Cool. So that's what we got from Nim.
I love it.
Which is honestly just scratching the surface on what this dude is about. So, I mean, whenever you're ready, brother, unless you wanted to do something.
Nim, man, I can admit you in here. Feel free to join at your leisure. I know you've got a lot going on at the moment with the comic book, and I know that your first show you sold out, and you've just been go. There's also a prototype figure that we've seen you kind of dabbling a little bit with on your page. So there's lots and lots and lots that I'm sure you can answer for us. How are you today, man?
What's up, dude?
Now, of course, you guys always do fucking whack names. Nim, or do we have skilled one in right now?
Skilled one.
Yeah, I figured. Skilled one. I'm gonna kick you out for a moment, man. I'll bring you in later, dude. I love you though.
I remember looking at I saw the live earlier, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that is not the dude that was on the live. What the?
Look at me. What can
But
I
his
do?
camera
Right?
was off. Yeah, his camera was off, and he came on. I'm like, oh, that's skilled one.
Yeah, I don't know shit. But yeah, skilled one. We were creeping you earlier. I was creeping your story earlier. I saw you when you were talking about you were at work. So I was like, that doesn't quite look like Nim. Nim's got a beard too. You guys are almost, maybe almost. Nim, I did drop that link to you. Feel free to hop in anytime if you'd like. Otherwise, if you need that link resent, please let me know. I've also got the waiting room today because, well, we've got a whole fucking bunch of you, but it didn't work out anyways because I ended up pulling Ryan anyways. Sorry about that, skilled one, dude.
Skilled one, though. You're
yeah.
right, though. That skilled one story. I
What the?
don't know where he was working at, but I would like to work there. There we go. There he is.
Nim,
Connecting to audio, it says on his. Is that what?
A gorgeous fucking backdrop, wherever you're doing over there. The fuck? How are you?
Good. Can you see me?
Good. Yeah, we can see you. We can hear you. Man,
Excellent.
I gotta know.
There
is
he
it like
is.
your living room? What is this gorgeous place you're in?
This is my studio in a shed in the backyard.
That is an impressive studio in a shed in the backyard, man. So I want to ask then, did you do all those shelves and stuff yourself? Like, are you like a wood person too?
A friend of mine actually helped me build the shelves behind me, but we built the whole thing ourselves. So here, I'll swing it around. So this is it.
Yeah, man, those sliding barn doors, show them that, dude. Those are sick.
Yeah, so I just put in the sliding doors 2 weeks ago, shelves 2 weeks ago. So just to prove that I'm in a shed in the backyard. That's my backyard. I'm actually getting the doors put on more insulation because it's all insulated in here.
Yep. So do you get snow where you are?
I've had snow in Houston like once, and it was like 2-3 years ago.
Damn.
So
okay. Not
I get
commonly.
a lot of rain and flooding.
Did you have to build the shed up then?
No, the yard drains really well, so
Okay.
I don't have to worry about that. Thank goodness, because it would destroy this place.
Now I'm gonna come at you with kind of like the heavy stuff, like the fast action questions. When the hell did you end up getting into making toys, and what the heck made you decide to all of a sudden start whipping out toys?
5 months ago, I made my first toy. I've been a landscape animal artist and a published space artist for the last 20 years.
No, please explain. I gotta know, what is a published space artist though? I need to know. That just sounds like wild, man. What is this?
So the last 5 years, I've been doing astronomical paintings, like accurate space paintings. So some of my work hangs in offices at NASA.
Okay.
I'm also published in this book with all the best space artists in the world. Some of these guys have worked on Star Wars and Star Trek, and
shit, dude.
This was a big honor. This was amazing. This was pretty dang cool.
I forget that.
Yeah. So I started doing that, and then my son, who's 6 years old, he's always been into Spider-Man and, you know, all the action figures and stuff. And I thought, you know, being a dad, I went, it'd be flipping cool if you played with a toy that I made. So, so I went, how do I do this? What do I do? So I started doing research and looking at other toy makers and taught myself how to make silicone molds and casting within the last 5 months. And I came out with Agent Jupiter. Nim Studios was actually a lot different. It was a lot different. There was a kind of a different story. Nim is actually in the comic but she has another story in the second comic. So, but she looked completely different. She looked like a 1920s, 30s rubber hose style. So I then like started to evolve, like evolve the story. Like, and about 5 months ago, I created Agent Jupiter. I was sitting at my desk at work and I was drawing it out on a sticky note, and then it just kept evolving and evolving. And it's funny that you say Captain Planet. I grew up on Captain Planet, so maybe mentally I just kind of went to the color scale. Yeah. I don't know, but I went, oh, I want a really cool character. And then because I've studied a lot of science, I wanted something that related to my space art, because I did conventions with just space art. And so I went, well, I want a really cool character. So Agent Jupiter was born. And then I had to like postpone Nim. I actually had to put Nim on the back burner. And then recently I added her in with her robot, the Misfit Knight, which is actually a toy coming out in December. So
how many toys, if you don't mind my asking, do you plan on making for like this set, so to say?
Okay, so there's going to be a few editions of Agent Jupiter. I have one coming out in December that will articulate in the arms and the head, but I'm also making his waist move. So his legs will be stationary, so it's easier to stand. And then the cape is actually going to be a resin cape. That was a complete fluke of an experiment that actually worked. I found out I could actually sculpt it by hand once it dries at a certain point. And so on the cape, I actually put like the fabric creases in the cape that B to the J got. He got a 1 of 1. There's no other ones like that out there. I wanted to do something special for him. He bought one from me and I went, you know what, I sold out, but I've got you. So, yeah, so there's Agent Jupiter, there's Merc the Mercenary. He's one of the bad guys. There's the Misfit Knight toy. And then I have, oh gosh, he's a brand new character. Let me think about it. I got to think about that name because it's new. But like Agent Jupiter, Merc, Misfit Knight, I may come out with Nim, but it's all going to come out when the Kickstarter jumps for my comic book.
Okay.
So
okay.
You're going to get like special editions with the Kickstarter when the Kickstarter drops. So, but the Misfit Knight and the Merc toy, as well as an Agent Jupiter toy, are all dropping in December. So right before Christmas, I figured, hey, anybody want a really cool robot toy? Hey,
man.
But I'm obsessed with this. It's crazy.
Yeah. I bet, man. Absolutely. Are you currently doing all your own sculpts, like right from the ground up? Are you using like base models for anything? Like,
I'll give you a little secret. Agent Jupiter is based off Iron Man. That's Iron Man's body. But
I can see that.
I re-sculpted certain areas of his body, and then I cast him. So I did change him up a little bit, but it's the vintage Iron Man, because Iron Man is my favorite. So because I'm making made a toy for my son, I wanted it to represent both of us. So that was the tie.
Yo, I love that, man. That's dirty, dude. That like one of your favorite characters is underneath that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
So
dude,
the reason why he glows, under the eyes and stuff is kind of resemblance. I love robots. Like robots are huge for me. And I went, okay, how do I incorporate robots? And then I was trying to think of a superhero power. So he flies by the wind because he's able to control the weather. And then he's able to capture electricity and use it to fire off electricity. He originally was based off of Iron Man and Buck Rogers, but with a lot of, in Texas, there was a giant shooting like a few hours away from me in Uvalde. And it was right at a convention time. So I removed the gun and changed his powers. Now, when I did that, the whole story became what it is today. And I'm like super thrilled. It turned out awesome. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, I mean, I could tell you his backstory if you want.
Good. I do want to bug you before I forget though. Do you feel like telling us with the glow what you ended up deciding to do with that, or do you want to kind of keep that secret sauce yourself?
For how I did B to the J's?
Specifically the hands and the face. Yeah, how you ended up getting the glow. I'm a little curious, but you don't have to tell if you don't want.
I can show you right now. Okay, so I used acrylic medium and I mixed it with Techno Glow powder. And then I brush painted it on. I didn't actually pour it in. If you go to Decon, you're going to get something different. It's still Agent Jupiter, but it has almost the same glow, but there's some differences. I'm changing it up a little bit, but that's what I did. I painted it on. I wanted it to glow up his arm, so I figured I'd paint that. On the back of his head, the way he's designed, it actually glows on the back of his head too. So that was just something I was like, that would look cool if it glowed in the dark. And then I don't have to worry about paint color. I could just paint over because it's translucent, because the medium dries clear. And then I put the finish.
Is that just a leveling gel?
Yeah,
basically,
it's like a leveling gel. Yeah,
when you're like an acrylic sealant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope. I like it, man. I like that a lot. A lot of control in that.
Yes.
And the only reason why I was actually kind of curious is you did such a beautifully, such a good job going up the arms that it was almost reminiscent of when you see somebody do a pour and they're doing like that slight marbling effect, or you can tell where it's run down and into the spot. I was like, maybe I don't want to say it's one or the other, man. You did a great job on those. And then
I'm not that good yet. I see those guys do the pours and I'm like, holy crap, what did you do?
Stripe 7.
Double pours and stuff like that. I mean, you guys blow me away. It's amazing.
But honestly, Be the Jane, I've talked about it a lot. There was actually an artist we both really liked, Trash Can Monster, who used to blow us away because he would do things that you'd think were really impressive casts, but they were paint apps. And he would use his painting skills to his advantage, where doing the same thing as yourself, you wouldn't know. And in my opinion, almost is it's just another skill. It doesn't have to be put almost kind of be like, oh, I can't do the casting, so I do it this way. It's like, I don't know, I'm better at this, so I choose this way.
Yeah. Exactly.
No,
exactly.
Did you feel like getting into the origin stories for it?
Say it again.
Did you feel like getting into the origin stories for it? Because I cut you off when you were about to dive down there.
Yeah. So his origin story is he's a secret agent. So think of 007 mixed with Born Identity.
Okay.
And so he signs up to be one of the Jupiter 5. And so he goes from the moon Europa, where they have a base. So think of the CIA. And then they transport the 5 agents to the upper atmosphere of Jupiter to a medical base. And they run experiments on them. And supposedly he's the only one who lives. So he's going through different suits. So I was thinking Iron Man has millions of suits, and I went, oh, this would be cool because then I could have different suits for my toys and up to the final suit. And so if he doesn't wear the suit, it can actually kill him, the powers he has. So what happens is he's in the middle of fighting a sparring bot, a robot, and he's floating in the air and he's about to shoot a ball of lightning, and he passes out. And that's what happens if his suit's not, calculated right. So he passes out, but at the same time, in the atmosphere of Jupiter, there's a full electrical storm starting, and it starts to destroy the ship. So the engineer helps him get away. And then what happens is it's basically the agency is after him thinking he killed all these people. So it's a space race.
Has some like Green Lantern vibes to it, man.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm digging this.
Yeah.
This is a cool story. And so this is gonna be a full-on comic book that you're gonna be releasing in December, correct? Or
I'm pushing for December if I can. I mean, I'm illustrating it. I've already written it, so it's the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, I do photorealism, and so like doing a comic book, I'm having to like rethink how to do something simple and like, okay, tell the story in each scene. And it's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. And it's had a huge response. Like, I've done 2 shows and I sold out all 20 of my first toy. When I did that, man, I mean, I had my space art there, like what I'm known for, and everybody gravitated towards Agent Jupiter, and it just took off. And then I did another show in San Antonio a few weeks later, and they asked me, a lot of people were like, when is the comic book coming? I'm interested. Let's go. Let's do this. And I'm like, holy crap, what is going on? Because the notice I'm getting is crazy. I can't talk about whose booth I'm at Designer Con, but I have an exclusive with my toy. I'm showing up as a guest artist, so I get to just walk into the joint. And I always wanted to be at Designer Con. I never thought I would actually just walk in and be part of the show. And so I get to meet some of my favorite artists who've been there. It's kind of it's surreal.
I would imagine so.
I mean, I've been, let me tell you, like, I was just declined this year by over 40 galleries for my fine art.
Right.
And I actually had a broken rib. I broke my rib in the beginning of the year and was really battling with a lot of depression and stuff and really having a hard time. And, I came starting to create, Agent Jupiter, and then the toy came about. And man, the people who follow me on my Instagram, oh my gosh, man, it's insane. Like, I came out with an Agent Jupiter, and it, like all my other stuff, it was stale. Like, I sat at 29 followers, and then I dropped a toy and I jumped to 120, and I went, what the crap just happened?
Right.
So.
Did you say, now let's back up real quick. You said that you were denied by 40 plus galleries for your fine art work.
Yes.
So do you mind if we bring some of that up? Some of the work?
Sure.
Some of the tree stuff. Crumbs, bring some of that stuff up. Now, everybody keep in mind, so this stuff right here, I don't know if this is the stuff you're referring to that was denied. But I'm sure it's stuff that's on this
not
level.
The tree houses.
Okay.
It's so this is my digital art here.
Dude, that's insane. That's insane, man. What I was getting at is, it's really high level work, man. For any work, no matter what it looks like on that level, to get turned away from a gallery, it blows me away. I mean, I don't know much about gallery art or galleries in general or how that whole system works, but I mean, the way that I see it, if something looks amazing, then I'm going to try to sell it, or I want to sell it if I'm in that business. But
right.
Where does the determination come from getting denied over and over and over again to just keep on going at it and saying, man, someone is going to buy this at some point, you know? Where does that drive come from?
I've always wanted to be a full-time artist. I never quit. When I was in high school, I was doing animation. I wanted to work for Pixar and DreamWorks and all these things. Like Toy Story just came out when I was in high school. So I went, how do I do this? How do I teach myself animation? So I was using Dreamweaver and Flash back in the day and just doing 2D kind of South Park animations. And I didn't go to art school. I haven't gone to college. And so I was also playing music. So I had already cut my first album in high school. So I went to Seattle, which is where I was born, and was working on my second album. And I decided not to go to art school because it just was too expensive. I couldn't afford like $50,000 a year for school. And so I just went, forget it. I'm just going to play music and I'm just going to, get better at painting. And so up in Seattle, I picked up my very first commission at 19 years old. And it just kind of kept going. I've done a solo show. I've been in a gallery in the sense of like doing a one show with a group of people, but I've never actually been like represented by a gallery.
Right.
So, but what brought back a lot of this is my love for Lord of the Rings, Narnia, fantasy art with the tree houses. This is brand new. As a matter of fact, those treehouse paintings that I'm starting are right in front of me.
Dude, those are sick. Those are
sorry,
super.
guys. I was laughing my ass off. I didn't want to interrupt, but like I could not get the share screen to go onto the fucking art there for a moment. Just go on share screen on the Zoom. So I was like, okay, what? But we got there. So the art is up.
Bro,
now.
that was tripping me out. It was showing like the YouTube, but it was the YouTube that we're seeing with the delay. So I'm looking at the delay, that I'm looking at myself live in the corner. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Nim's got little ones, so I'm not going to mention where my brain might be. But yeah, imagine what I was thinking when I'm sitting here trying to figure this stuff out.
Yeah. But what I was going to say, man, is you're right. It reminds me of Star Wars and Ewoks.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Endor and that kind of vibe. That was very cool.
Dude, are these digital renderings or are these physical like canvas?
Those are my those are digital renderings. So the original, if you shoot it back to me, I'll flip it around. Hold on. So the motivation, dealing with what B to the K is saying is I'm never going to quit until I'm full time. I mean, I want to do this full time. So this is an original. This is an original. These are both brand new, like a week old. So I'm still in progress with them. This one's a 30 by 40. This one's a 16 by 20. Hold on.
Are you doing acrylic or oil? Sorry.
I paint with acrylic. I don't touch oils. I'm too impatient. Like I'm ready to go. Like when I paint, I'm going.
Those are insane, man.
But I wasn't always like this detailed and stuff. Like that took years. It took failure. It took a lot of I have a wonderful wife who pushes me to be better every day. So she's like, she's my biggest critic. I'll literally go, what do you think? Is it done? And she goes, no, you're not done yet. And I'll go, what do I need to work on? And she'll go here, 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 here. And then I'll do it. And then it pushes me to that next level. So it's a big deal. you have to have people who are very supportive, because you know, I've had moments of wanting to just say, screw it, I'm just going to be a dad, I'm going to sit home and stuff. And I just went, you know what, I want to do this full time. And I never thought it would deal with toys. Like, seriously, like, now I've wanted to make toys, but I couldn't figure it out. Like, I was too hard on myself. Like, I was sitting here like, how the flip do I make silicone molds, and how do I put like this and this? And so it just kept going. And I love it. Like, it is the hardest thing I've ever done. And I mean, it's a challenge when you pull a mold, well, a cast from a mold, and it comes out clean, dude. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And then I put like the toy together, and then I go, I don't know if I want to sell this. This might go on my shelf, you know, like. It's like, I'm sorry guys, you're gonna get, you know, phase 2.
I almost get vibes from not only the story, but also like the toy itself. It does even almost have what is it called? Watchmen vibes. Like, to some degree, that like smile thing going on the face is almost kind of like this weird kind of like, it's a little creepy to some degree, you know? It's like those, like,
so
yeah,
all
like,
the eyes on my characters are a little bit the same. There's no mouths on it.
I picture it smiling creepy. That's on me.
Well, all right. So if you were to take off the suit, think of like V for Vendetta. If you ever saw that movie and the way he is underneath. This dude is like a secret agent who's gone through molecular structures. So he is burned to a crisp underneath, like Darth Vader. And so, like, you do see him with some visual, but he's a tough dude, man. Like, the battle with hold on, I don't know how well we can see this, but this is one of my prints that's on my page. But the battle between him and Merc are just crazy. So there's a reason why he's blue and his powers are blue, but you'll find that out later. But I didn't, of course, want to do any sort of sword like Star Wars. So I gave him different swords that are charged by electricity as well. So there's some crazy stuff. Now I'll show you another one. So this is another print. Now, yes, there are some references to Tatooine.
That's all right. That's dope.
So this is the Land of Giants. And so that's part of the book. It's like when he arrives, he ends up in a brand new suit because the engineer helps build his final suit that you see. And eventually he sees Nim, who he helps off the street and stuff. But she's on a different planet. But it's gotta wait for the book. I can't say everything because I don't want to ruin it. But
hey,
I'm
so I know that it looks great, man. I know that your son was kind of a bit of an inspiration when you're doing these toys. Do you guys talk about kind of the development of the characters and what's happening next? Does he have any input on that?
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
He's actually painted. I should post those up on my Instagram. He's actually painted his own Agent Jupiters. So to see my son holding a toy that I've made and he's painting his own, like he's done one where it looks all abstract and it's all painted red and black and everything smeared all over it. And I've gone, dude, I might put this up for sale and just give you the money because I'm like, this looks flipping cool. Like I'm too much of a perfectionist. He's still a kid. So he's like, blah, you know, but he's painted with me since he was like 2 years old. So when it comes to input, he tells me stories off of the character. He's he has fought Agent Jupiter against Thor and Spider-Man. And the moment I saw that, I walked in the room and he's like, I'm going to get you. And he smacks him. He ended up breaking he has the original Agent Jupiter. He broke the head because he smacked it against the Thor toy so hard, it broke the antennas. So the things off the side of the head are antennas. And I just went, oh crap, I have to make you a new head. And so I went and cast him a new head real quick. And then I put it on, which was a clear head. And, but that was like, if anything, that was a dream come true to watch my son play with a toy that I made against all of these other epic, Marvel characters, and I was just going, wow, what is going on? This is amazing. And he has his own NIM Studios hoodie that I made specifically for him. So it's cool, dude. Like he gives some good input. He'll give me color schemes. He's like, what if you do this color? And I'm like, actually, that's pretty good. I like that. And what I do is I'll draw Agent Jupiter digitally, and then I'll print it up like a coloring page, and I bring it home and I stick it in front of him and I go to town. I want to see what you do. As a matter of fact, B to the J, on the back of the card back that I sent you, there's a little robot on the bottom.
Yes. I see that. Triangle shape.
That was created by my son.
That's awesome. Let me see if I can get that in there.
So I don't know if you'll get it in there. That is called Aerobot. So Aerobot is actually the computer that floats behind Agent Jupiter. So yes, that is a major character in the comic, that it's just like a mini computer that floats around.
Nice. That's awesome, man. I didn't even notice that on there. That's very cool that's on there. Nice. Love it.
Yeah, he was happy when I made the card back. He flipped it over and he goes, oh, "There's my guy!" And I was like, "Of course, dude. Of course, Like, but yeah,
nice. That's awesome, man. Man. So real quick about the sweatshirts, where are they available now on your website?
Yes, there's a limited run because I've sold a lot of them. Or, they've been around since June. So I've done 2 shows. So whatever is available on the website is it. And then they're gone. But go get one. They're $50. They're like super comfortable. My buddy who does all the screen printing. So this is eco-friendly ink that he uses. And like, just to show you, like, it looks, dude, when I got this, I was like, I couldn't believe I had my own merch. So it's a lot of my rubber hose style. It's called a Scream Pop hoodie. And so it's a popsicle, and then these are the droppings from, when your popsicle is melting, it hits the ground, but these hit the ground and they keep screaming until they like melt away. And I thought it was hilarious. I was like, that's so funny. But it's from the beginning of the original NIM. I had a character called Yeti. I remember showing you that character. That may come back later. I'm focused on Agent Jupiter right now, and then I might bring in more of my rubber hose style. But I've got to keep it consistent because I've got some notice on this stuff that, I've got to keep it just consistent with what I'm doing and not branch too far away. Because I have a lot.
Yes. Right. I always try to remind the dudes, right? Like, we're not dying tomorrow, man. Most of us have minimum 30 years, I hope, Like, it's okay to have tons of ideas, because when you start noticing something that you're maybe not getting the response that you wanted off of the Jupiter stuff, that's when you get to start pumping out a lot of the other stuff. Building up a bank of work is not a bad thing to have, man.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. it amazed me because I didn't know you were presenting, like showing my page on the show, and it was Has Been Toyz sent me a DM, and he goes, I think it was Has Been Toyz. He goes, dude, you're getting him, or it was either Has Been or Porpoise, and they were like, you're getting a major shout out, and I was like, what? And I jumped over, and I heard Crumbs go, it's flipping, Captain Planet, and I just died laughing. I was like, wow, I never thought that, like that's hilarious. And
it is. And I think it's just the colors on there. I think, Captain Planet, I think we're all kind of within that same age range where we're familiar with it. But the colors, man, I don't really know of another piece or another character that really hits those colors. So it's, dude, there's so much cool stuff about that Agent Jupiter figure. The colors, one.
5 months. 5 months.
5 months.
That's
so
nothing.
I made my first toy in June. And then a month later, I presented all 20. I have never been so tired. I taught myself articulation in a week. I'll tell everybody what I use with the articulation is Lego friction pins. So I don't use magnets. Because with toys, if you have them for kids, it's actually illegal. And so they can choke on it. And I was worried because I have some other people in the house who are young. And if they swallowed it or whatever, I didn't want to deal with that. So
there's another artist in the scene with little ones who's brought that exact same thing up. Like they're hyper fixated on never using magnets for the same exact reason.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it just kind of freaks me out. So it was like, you know what? I was looking at his just Legos and I was messing with them and I just went, what the heck is this? It's a friction pin. And I bought 7,000 of them on Amazon and I just went, okay, what size is the friction pin? It's 1/8 of an inch, bit. And so I drill the hole and then I pop them into place. And then I use a little bit bigger bit just to pop in that little gap. And to pop it flush. And then, yeah, it was a week of absolute frustration and then it came together. So
yeah,
probably
it was like victory to sit here and build stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet, man. Nim, dude, it's been a pleasure. Is there anything that you would like to drop on us before I do the awkward, weird Zoom remove you from the room there?
Go check out the website. The website just dropped. I have prints on there for $20 of some of the pieces I just showed tonight. If you want to follow my fine art, go to Jacob JACOBL Coble COBLE Instagram. Go to that one if you want to see what my fine art is. I still do that. It's not ever going to end. I'm always going to paint, but the toys have really oh man, it's an adventure, man. Like my wife looked at me. I let her listen to you guys talk about me one day and she went, it's so strange. It's so surreal because Nim Studios is standing right next to me. And here these guys are talking about you on YouTube. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. I have no clue. What is going on? And so I'm riding the boat, yeah. And I'm just going, you know what? This is fun. I love you guys. You guys are just a cool group of people and just, man, I mean, helpful, absolutely helpful. If you go into the fine art world, man, let me tell you, when you go into the fine art world, no one helps you. If you're having struggles with stuff, it's well, you got to figure it out.
Feast or famine.
Yeah, let me tell you, Has Been Toyz and Porpoise today. I want to say thank you to both of those guys because they gave me photos of how they actually make the molds for the hands, because I've been having a little bit of an issue with the thumbs. and the top of the fingers. And I was like, what's going on, man? Like I couldn't figure it out. Like, this didn't happen in my first 20. What is going on now? And like, because what I did, I wish I had one of my toys in here. I don't. I removed the glove from the arm and I recasted it, because I'll give you guys an idea of what's happening at Decon. Okay, I can't show you, but the full glove is going to be cast in Techno Glow, and then I'm going to paint on the arm itself. But I'm also doing a few other things to make him really glow. But I needed to make a different mold to do that, so I don't get the glow up here. So I had to ruin one of my molds in order to make a new sculpt. And now I don't have any thumbs or fingers. And I just went, oh my gosh, what's going on? And so big shout out to those two guys. I really appreciate you. That was epic. That's like, wow. You know, you guys came in and helped me out, because I have 20 toys to make. I hope you guys go to Decon, because I have a 20 toy drop at Decon in November. I will be there. I will tell you where I'm at. If you want to hang out, please hang out with me, dude. Like, I'm there to hang out with new friends and like meet new people and stuff. Like, I did a show in California in San Diego for one of my, I did a painting of the moon, and I was in a San Diego show. Dude, I knew no one. And like, I just stood there like the whole show, like, oh yeah, thank you. You know, like, it felt kind of like I was a ghost in like a sea of people, because no one knew me. And I didn't do anything, dude. I like left the show. I went and ate Mexican food downtown. And then I went to my hotel, went to bed, and took a flight home. And I just went, oh my gosh, man, when I go to California again, I need to actually meet people.
Yeah.
So
Decon
go to Decon and see me.
Yeah. A great environment for meeting people there, man. Everybody there. It's very cool how they have the resin, or kind of the people in our community, kind of separated into one area. So once you walk in there, man, like you said, bro, it is super surreal. You start looking around and you're like, oh, damn, there's Dove. Oh, damn, there's Resin Blood. And there's just like all these people lined up, and you're just like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy. So that'll be awesome, man. Looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Crumbs, are you going to Decon, or yes or no?
I'm like 70% sure that I will be.
Awesome.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. I'm going. So I'll be there Thursday night. I fly in Thursday night, and then I'll leave Sunday midday. So yeah. I won't be at Decon on Sunday. I'll be at Decon for the VIP, which is going to be insane. And then all day Saturday. So, of course, I'm leaving the convention to eat, because I'm not eating there.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Too expensive. But thank you guys very much for having me on. This has been a pleasure. Seriously, thank you very much. It really means a lot. Like, every time I jump in and everybody's like, Nim! Little fun fact. I know some of the guys will go, oh, it's the movie, Secret of Nim.
Yeah.
That is where I got the name. I grew up on that cartoon, so I love Secret of Nim. And so I was like, what's a cool name? And I came up with the character Nim, and then Nim Studios. So those of you who've mentioned, Secret of Nim, that is true. That is how it evolves. So, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Try not to go to the night. I hope that the drop ends up being great. We're going to be watching your page, obviously. We're excited as all hell. And the toy looks fucking dope, man. Thanks for all your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Take care.
Right on, Jacob.
Right.
We'll see you, man.
The weird, awkward remove button. I hate that button.
I
man.
know. I hate that. I know.
I'm gonna write some feedback for Zoom. That's gonna be the one piece of feedback I'm gonna give Zoom. You know what? It doesn't feel good having to say remove. Are you sure? Yeah, remove that person.
Yeah, yeah.
That fucking
Put on there like politely ask guests to leave.
well, it's funny because if let's say I've muted you, if I want you to unmute, I can't just unmute you. I have to ask you to unmute. But then I want you the fuck out of the meeting. I just remove you. It's like, why
Yeah.
not? Why not be like, hey, so and so's asking you to leave? Yeah, Nim, man, that fucking guy's great.
Dude,
Insane
the secret
artwork.
of Nim. He brought up the secret of Nim there at the end, dude. What a great movie. Dark Crystal. Those were all gosh, man, there was some live action stuff. I don't know if you remember that, but there was more with like Muppet type characters and some Dark Crystal stuff like
Jim
that.
Henson
That
was
stuff,
killing it back in the day, dude. Jim
yeah,
Henson
man,
Productions was all over it.
yeah, that stuff was really cool to me as a kid, dude. Then when he said Nim, I never put those two together and thought that was the
I
same
tried not to. I admittedly in
Yeah.
my brain I tried not to because I tried giving disrespect to whatever world he was building and not associate. But he's given us the A-OK. Jim Henson gang. For anybody who doesn't know, Jim Henson, basically his first wife, he was often very jealous of how promiscuous she was, and often, I guess, did consider her rather a heifer of a lady. So if ever you're watching the Muppets ever again, and you're watching the way that Kermit sometimes behaves around how like promiscuous or like voluptuous Miss Piggy is, that is 110% him trying to take a jab at his wife in the most passive aggressive way possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Henson gang.
Shed Quarter says Zoom needs a hug and walk guest out.
I like that. I hope you guys don't mind this evening. I don't know if it's my anxiety or what, but I'm going old CBC Canadian talk show host. It's just clouded darts over here.
Bro, I was just gonna say, look at this guy. Got a heater hanging out of his mouth. Like,
I need like a white dress shirt and a shitty black straight tie or something.
Oh man, that's
Toys.
funny, dude.
Yo, man, you got a pile of toys over there. You still have to open up. We've got Porpoise. I think we noticed earlier that his time zone is going to be the earlier time zone. So we're going to pull Porpoise in at some point as well. Did you want to slip an unboxing in there before we pull Porpoise in, or do we drag Porpoise in right now, kicking and screaming?
Man, yeah, let's open one real quick, just so I have a little bit less to do. Let's go with let's go with TL Flanagan.
I'm intrigued by this artist.
Yeah, the critter that you just showed was one of the pieces. Now that's a drop that's coming out tomorrow. But TL Flanagan, so if you're not familiar, definitely give a look and a follow. Original sculpt, which is just like off the charts all the time. I mean, go through that profile. They have a store, but go through that profile and see what it is. It's amazing work. It's amazing work every single time. There was a run of these, which I'm going to open up right now. That happened, I want to say just a few weeks ago. But really cool. So this, so Tiffany Flanagan presents Lil Funny Frights, which is this. So dude, this is so cool. Besides the colors being insane on here, let me take this guy out. Besides the colors being great on here, it's this kind of purple and pink. There was probably, man, I don't know how many different colorways there were in this. There was quite a few and they all sold out. But they were great. This is going to be a series. There's going to be more characters in this one. Yeah, super sick, man. This is so good. Yeah, there it is. So it's Jason in the like inflatable flamingo, and then he's got the pineapple on the machete sword there. Yeah, skilled one exactly, dude. The colors on those were so good, man. This one, this purple and pink, it's like pink. Man, if I had to guess, I would say pink underneath and purple on top, but I really don't know, man. It's good. Let me put this in the other.
Is the
Go ahead,
drink a separate cast? I'm so sorry, dude.
No, all good. Yeah, so the arm comes off. You can see right there that it comes off right there. It does look like it's a separate cast, and then the pineapple is put on there. And you're right, it's the pineapple drink. It's got that little straw sticking out. But I mean, original, all original sculpt there. And she's another one, man, that, you know, really good process pics of what's going on. And so when you see it, you know, you definitely know what you're getting. But that's dope, man. I love that. Cool piece, dude. Fun piece. I mean, Jason in an inflatable flamingo. Love that.
Hats off on the sculpt too. Look at the seam line on that flamingo. And think of an
Yeah, dude.
inflatable. Look at, oh my goodness. So even look at the pressure that they made sure to sculpt in from like the internal ring where the air would, beautiful sculpt, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're right. And it's great.
Oh, the little nozzle.
Yeah. Yeah, the little nozzle on the back, dude. You're right. I just noticed that. That's great.
Oh shit. I'm glad you turned it around too. I thought it was skewered through, and I was thinking, damn, the machete's so wide. How is it skewered through the pineapple? No, it's like lobbed into the pineapple.
Absolutely, which is even better, right? Because it looks like he
Yeah.
just got into it and it got stuck in there. And that's, you know, that's how it would look. But yeah, dude, the color combos on these that she came up with, every single one of them, man, it was a super hard choice to pick which one I wanted, but ultimately went with this one. But all were super nice.
I love the choice to go with like that like hyper pink
Yeah.
alcohol rub.
Yeah, that's exactly why I got it, man, because of that pink. Dude, just a sick piece, dude. Love that.
What a cool cat. Little nozzle is my street name. Jesus.
Little nozzle. Yeah, Johnny Marbles for Ryan Gosling pieces. Check those out. Also sick. It really is, dude. It's everything that she does is just super, super top notch. She's way out in Rhode Island, another really low zip code, which you know I'm a fan of. Started with a 0. But dude, I mean, great pieces, dude. And they're, you know, you look at her page and you're like, dude, they're not the cheapest pieces. You know, when you get to some of those larger sculpts, I think they warrant the price. I mean, they're great, dude. They're hand sculpted, they're cast, they're hand painted.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna bring this page up for a second because this is one of those things where we were just talking about it with Nim, where we don't necessarily know everything that's happening with a piece. I would have thought that was casted in the purple and washed with a alcohol ink, but it seems they're casting in white. So I'd be curious to know how much of that piece is painted that you have. Am I crazy? Oh, no, they are casted. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Beautiful color schemes. Okay. Crummy B got there eventually.
There you go.
Now I'm going to have to watch all the toy guys be like a minute behind me and be like, Crumbs, you're wrong. Fuck you guys when you catch up.
Yeah. It's but I mean her work, man, there's every piece that comes just, you know, stellar as far as the sculpting goes, and the painting too for that matter. Just really cool. Glad I was able to finally land a piece. There was some Stay Puft marshmallows that came out that she did, which were really cool. They came out like a little set. I believe there's still some of those available on the website. I think you just get a random one, but there was a set of those that were really cool.
I don't know what's going on with the share screen settings tonight, but it seems like for some reason I keep on just sharing the YouTube page. So I apologize.
Yeah.
I keep clicking.
Yeah.
Like I'll click on a page and I swear it'll just let's try again. Tiffany Flanagan. Is it on
There
the
you
page I
go.
wanted? Is it on the right page this time? Yeah, fuck. I don't know why it keeps happening tonight, guys. So there you go. So you can rag me about that.
Yeah. Dude, and look at those, man. All those colors though are super sick. And like I said, man, every single one of those sold out. She was really good about updating on kind of where the stock was at for all those, and letting people know when certain colors were going to be out. But that one in the top left corner right there, man, that one was I think that was a 1-of-1 painted one that went really quick. And I wish I would have paid a little bit more attention to that one, but that one was sick.
You can't
Anyways,
have them all.
yeah, I know.
I wish though.
Phenomenal artist, dude. It's just really cool work. And like I said, there's going to be more of those too. So there's going to be some more characters. This is the sticker. This is all. This is very cool. Summer Vacation, Jason, right there.
Oh shit, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Great artwork on that.
sweet,
Sweet.
sweet. Purple, pink, 3 out of 50. So looks like there was 50 altogether. I think there.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I think there was 5 different colorways and 10 of each. Maybe sounds about right to me.
That's a run, baby.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, you want to pull Porpoise in tonight?
Yeah, let me just read this on the back of this card real quick.
Do it. I double dog dare you.
It says, warning, choking hazard, 18 plus. Do not put this shit in your mouth. I know this toy looks delicious, but it is not candy.
Do you know how personally offended I feel when I read that shit? I'll do what I want. Fucking like
That is so,
shit.
you know what, dude? Since you do that, I'm gonna I kind of want to send you something with this card on it. That's funny, man. I just noticed that.
I love Dookie McFartsniffle to death, but I did see on his web store the one day. Maybe it's not even there anymore, but it was like, these are art pieces. Do not do AB. Put in your mouth. I'm like, yo, fuck you, Dookie. Put your shit in my mouth if I want to.
Oh,
It's like
man.
a personal attack.
Yeah. So, anyways, T.L. Flanagan, check it out.
I hope that's not offensive. Like, honestly, like, I hope it's not offensive to some of these artists when they're like, is it that dude fucking licking my art? I literally had a conversation with Vomiting Droids about it the one day where I just bombarded him with a bunch of like weird information online. It was basically talking about how like the human tongue has been developed to essentially like detect if the food you're about to consume is dangerous, and has some of the most intense like sensories for like touching things to ensure there's no like spikes or harmful shit on that food. So realistically, when I like those toys, man, like I'm just trying to get every little detail of what you guys did. I'm just admiring every little piece to the nth degree.
But you know what, man? I think that's probably one of the first things I noticed. So that's not like a new thing that you've been doing. Like ever since I came around here, 2 years ago or whatever it was. It's been like that. It's kind of like your little trademark.
I'll be honest, when you're alone and you're doing those unboxing videos, man, and you just get in the zone and you're looking at this thing you just pulled out. I don't know what it is. The first thing you think is you're just like, oh shit, that looks smooth. Oh, it is smooth. I don't know why.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's like a little kid, man. You tell new parents, you're like, just be careful when they start walking, they're gonna put everything in their mouth.
Oh, basically, man, almost everything. I thought it was actually hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like my partner had never seen any like my unboxing shit ever, and one of the first time I brought over an indie toy for her, right away she was like, I want to chew it, and she was like, is that weird? I just want to see like how that, and I was like, dude, I get it. Like almost every toy I look at it being like,
yeah,
yo,
I was gonna say if that's true, that sounds like a match made in heaven right there. You guys can chew on all the resin you want, man.
all right,
so,
dude. Porpoise, man, get the hell in here, because you have a piece that honestly, when I saw it gone, I went, of course, obviously. I wasn't in a position to grab it, but at the same time, I wanted to know where it went. I'm just weird that way. So Porpoise got a piece that I am very jealous of. It might be one of the coolest pieces of this character I've seen out. We marveled at it the other day. I bet Porps is asleep. Dude's got little humans. It's late.
Yeah, that's true. Crashman 27. What's happening?
Just themed photo calendar ideas. Suki, dude, you can think about me licking things for 12 months all you want. If I ever get a toy that personally actually says, like, specifically crumbs about the licking or thing, I will shit, dude.
Yeah. All right. So what should we do, man? Brett? We still waiting on Brett?
Oh, Brett's sitting there. He's in the waiting room. I just not used to having a waiting room. I'm used to you guys just flying in.
Oh,
fucking
okay.
guns blazing. Get the hell in here, Brett.
he puts on the thing. I'm in the waiting room, yo.
And we're a minute in the future too, so he's been waiting a moment.
That's
Yo.
true.
Dude,
There he
you're
is.
beautiful tonight, dude.
What's
Liking
up?
the hair? Like the hair, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Got this Hollywood
dude.
look going.
Yeah. Who is that? Tom Selleck?
I just need a little something here to finish
There
up.
you go.
I don't know if I'd call
There
it
you
little. Dude, you ended up scoring a beautiful grail of a frickin' piece, man. Did you have all the alarms set for that or what?
I did. I actually have two other things to show before that. Because it's a little thematic this evening. It's a little camaraderie of Canadian makers.
We have
And,
a couple decent makers
yeah,
over here, man.
One was something that I got a while ago and just things have been a little crazy and didn't get around to opening it for a bit. It is this little 2-pack from Angry Beast.
Oh yeah.
It's the ATAC figure and I think it's Xavier Silver something. I
It's
actually
not
have
Silver Fox, right? He didn't go the Silver
yeah, I think Xavier Silver Fox. That sounds
Yeah, he
right.
did go the Silver Fox. Okay.
Yeah. But it was kismet that I ended up with the 2-pack because he had a version of this that was like a translucent purple that I was like really trying to hone in on, and it was gone by the time I contacted him. But he's like, "Oh, this is still available," and I was like,
You've been crushing
"I
the
guess
drops.
I guess I'll go with this instead."
Well, did you
and,
already have one of the Xaviers?
No, these are the first ones of either one, the static forces that he has. So yeah, these I'm very happy with. The green on these glows. Little glows always a nice little icing on the cake. And there's a little spot. I already prepared a spot on the shelf for them up here that they'll go hang out with the other space themed fellas and ladies.
I'm
There's a
glad
bunch of
those
stuff
made it
out
in
there.
your home. Admittedly, when I saw that the newest character came out, I had that moment of, fuck, I knew I should have gotten a Silver Fox when it came out. Like, I'm going to be pissed off. It's going to be a whole series. I can't just start in the middle. And then to see that he did the two, like the one of each, it was like, oh, maybe there's be, and then it's in a good home. I'm glad to see that you
Yeah.
have those together, man.
Yeah, it's a nice little. I'm very excited to see what other ones go to that series.
And
And
of
then
course, Skilled
oh,
One
go
wants to
ahead.
see that shelf real quick above your computer desk.
oh,
He's calling you out.
all right. Let me make my. It'll be easier if I pin myself so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, this is the back shelf. I don't know how to get it to focus. There's some Space 99, which anybody who has not watched that show, get your fucking act together. And and it is one of the greatest sci-fi shows of all time. It's Walter Matthau as supposedly some sexy hunk of a space captain. The moon's blown out of orbit and traveling across the universe. There's It's I could talk about this show for days and days and days. Um, there's actually some customs that go with it. These are made by one of my oldest friends from college.
Holy
Custom made
shoot.
these 3 figures. It's oh, I'm shaming
Those are dope.
myself not thinking of their names offhand, but it's the 3 main characters from the show. And like these are one of the things that, like, if this house ever burnt down, those things are going in my go bag and gotta take them with me because they're literally irreplaceable. Well, at this point, most of my collection's irreplaceable, but those hold a special little spot because it's like, but there's some Gundams back there, some NECA NECA things, some old Playmates and Transformers, and then above this, like what I was showing here, is like all the other goodies. But I think I talked to Brian at some point about doing like a collection tour of yeah, Jazz Wizard, Martin
rundown.
Landau, not Walter Matthau. Sorry, I'm being corrected. And but yeah, it's Martin Landau. That's what's like, he's being the sexy heartthrob. Something about that show. That's just like but yeah, it's I could go off on a long ass tangent about Space 1999, and it's a crime that there's no toys from it, but a buddy of mine started filling that gap, and we'll see if there's more at some point. But yeah, he's not even he's not on Instagram or anything. He's just making them just for funds. And but yeah, so that they're like the little secret sweet spot.
I definitely recognize what's in your hand there. I know that
Oh yeah,
person.
this is little Slime City, the
Mm,
Blob.
nice.
City. Montreal, Quebec.
This was this worked out. She had let's see, it was like the slime, the galaxy green, and the pink. And I messed up thinking that this was called slime, but or I don't know. I got the names mixed up. I contacted her about the wrong one, but she hooked me up, and there was somebody in the wings who took the one that I had claimed, and then she made this one for me and sent it down. So I'm very happy about this with
Damn.
that double cast little skeleton in there. Looks just like a piece of snot, and I love it. And,
I love like is it a double cast up top there?
yeah,
Or is that
yeah.
like-
There's I don't know if it's in focus, but there's this little skeleton. It's like a rib cage and skull that are kind of suspended in there, and yeah, it's just a very cool little figure and real fast. Like all these were like super fast to get here.
Love
So
it.
so somebody in the parcel delivery system is stepping up their game. Things are coming down real
Nice.
fast.
Lucky
But
you.
Yeah.
yeah, it could just be a fluke, but these all came in real fast. But then but yeah, the one that Crumbs is talking about is I just had to set an alarm for this because you'll see in
Insane
just a
taste,
second.
man.
Just gotta fix the cape.
Always the capes, dude.
Yep, there we go.
Oh man, there he is.
Yeah, there we are. It's that guy.
Mm.
And from Lab Monkey number 9. It was because yeah, he had those 2 shows going on at the same time. It was the Cadaver Productions superhero show and the toy du jour video game with that absolutely fucking insane Goro that I was like, I was like, I wanted it. There was no way that thing was not selling at the store when that show opened. And I was like, all right, just calling it a loss. So I set an alarm for this. And luckily, no one got to it before me. And I'm very happy with it.
It's
How many
fantastic.
pieces?
1, 2, 3. Well, it's got 2, 4, 6. It's 7 points of articulation with, like, as it's always pointed out, like serious
Yeah.
magnets. But then there's this belt, which is a separate piece
Mhm.
on top of things. So it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces and a cape. And just impeccable paint job.
Those
The
hands.
balance is super good. Like, sorry, I can't really do it because it's not gonna sit on my hand, but kind of has this like forward leaning pose that seems like it should be off balance, but everything just kind of sits perfectly. And it's just a really, really nice piece.
It's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
His casts are clean as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't
And
get it.
like there's like not a seam line in sight. It's
No.
just not there.
I believe it, man.
But yeah, and then
Yeah.
I made a spot on the shelf for him with
Well, he's a beefer.
his
Oh
partner.
man, next to that
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 Wolverine.
Wolverine, you dog.
And this, I don't know if this is something many people know about, but Dirty Man, I don't know if it's this weird Toy Wolf is the company. It's a Transformers type toy. There's a whole series of these little Transformers made by this company called Toy Wolf that all transform into different types of toilets. That was my first pickup at like early COVID period, was that. And one day I'll complete the collection, but there's like toilet, there's urinal, there's like squatty potty, there's like the whole gang. But yeah, so yeah, I figured I'd keep it quick just because I know you've got a big pile to go through tonight. And but yeah, just figured.
Dude, well, the Lab Monkey, I mean, we will always take time to see a Lab Monkey #9 piece, but actually all those pieces you had were sick, man. That Slime City toy is way nice.
Yeah, like they're all super clean. They
Way
just
bigger than I
like,
expected. That slime
yeah,
city one,
actually,
to be honest.
that's something I thought about too, that I was thinking it was like a little kind of Keshi size thing,
Mhm.
but I got it. And I was like, oh, it's maybe 3 inches,
Right.
like maybe even a little more than 3. It's just like,
It's a paperweight.
it's pretty substantial. And like the resin, it's super clear. It's just like, yeah, the whole thing
It's
is really
killer.
nice.
Yeah, beefy.
I
Nice,
dig the
man,
hell
nice.
out of it, man.
So yeah,
Well,
just,
Portland,
What are you
man.
drinking, bro? You
Yeah.
drinking whiskey?
I am. I've
And
got
Oh boy.
just
I like it, man.
yeah, I might be in trouble tonight because I poured a little out and it's like, oh, bottle's almost empty. I'll just put the rest in the cup. And it was a little more than I thought.
Hey, what are you supposed to do? Save a little drop?
I know, it's like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Save half a glass? I'll just put it all into one.
Nice,
So,
man. Very
yeah.
nice.
Well,
Dude, always a pleasure. Your collection is getting insane, dude. It's you've got some fucking grail pieces in there.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And but I am doing a bit of a clean out, that I am making room for some odds and ends and going through things at some point in the next couple weeks. I'll probably have like, I don't know exactly how I'll do it, but do a little bit of like a giveaway or a claim sale or something for some kind of commercial pieces that like there's all the different toy claims posts that it's like, oh, pass them on to people who have the room for them and will enjoy them as much as I did when I did have space for them, and just like don't want to make any money off of it. Just like, here, just
I think
pass
me,
them
the
on.
Jay, and I get that, and I think most
Yeah.
people in the comments will definitely get that as
So,
well in the chat.
so
there.
yeah, that'll happen, and that'll might buy a couple canisters of resin for making some new things.
There you go. There you
So,
go.
I'm sure
so
many
yeah.
of us are happy to hear that too.
Well, but yeah, I guess I'll
I'll
let
kick
you
out
guys
when
get
say
back
evil
to the
remove
boxes,
Thank you so
and
much for
I will
coming in, man.
be kicked out / removed.
Thanks for coming in, dude. I appreciate you
Yeah.
showing off your toys, man. Always.
Yeah, man.
Have
Right
a
on.
good night,
always.
Thanks,
homie.
buddy. Appreciate it.
Porpoise is a treat. Dude.
Nice.
He's become almost like a regular on this show, like Fletch. You know what I mean?
Dude,
We
you know
talked
what I'm
about
really
it.
jealous of? Dude, his audio and his video is always crisp.
Oh, he knows what
Like-
he's up to.
I know. See, and I'm a little bit jealous because he does know what he's doing, and I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
Oh man, I've shared the YouTube screen like 10 times today.
Yeah. I started wondering, like, dude, is my computer tripping? Why does it keep doing that?
Oh my goodness, man. How many boxes you got over there? 2 more? 3 more?
Let's see. Let me see. Let me get this off my screen real quick. I got 3 more.
Yeah. Open a box real quick, and then we're gonna pull in the skilled one. Poor dude's been just chilling
Cool.
there, fucking patient as a, I don't know what's
Yeah.
patient.
For sure. Skilled one. Appreciate it, man. Let's do this. So how about since the kids in the room, let's do Carolina Cool Cat.
Hell yeah.
Do that
Dude,
one.
Carolina Cool Cat's been on fire. What has there been a week in the last 3 weeks where somebody hasn't opened a Carolina Cool Cat? Between you, Flesh, Porpoise? Jeez.
Right. I was gonna say Porpoise had a good one, had a couple things, I think. But anyways, this is the bag, right? He's got the sticker on the back. It does say something
Thank
in
you.
Latin here. And you know, I thought I was gonna have this big like explanation on what it is because I did look it up, and then that's as far as that went. Didn't write anything down. This was like 3 days ago. So now if you ask me what this meant, I don't know. It's something cool in Latin, I know that. All right. Carolina Cool Cat. So this is the Squash character, and he is in pieces. So I actually got to put that together real quick, which is cool, man. I like it when you have to assemble it like that.
I was just gonna say that gives you an opportunity to smell it fresh too. That always smells fresh.
Yeah, there's a sticker.
Oh,
Yeah.
like it. Is this your
That does
first
have a
or your
real nice
second
crisp.
squash?
First, I
Yeah.
do have a wow, here's a great story about the piece. Looks to be it's a backstory, which is very cool. This is a whole backstory on the Squash character. This is my first squash. I do have a anchor fist. I have missed on a couple of anchor fists, but I do hope to acquire more in the future. I'm gonna slap this boy together real quick.
Cool Cat did make sure to mention, and of course we all know you gotta fucking light that brain up with them. Gotta UV those eyes.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Speaking of colorways, yo, Carolina Cool
So-
Cat, those chainer fists.
Yeah, it's Glyos articulation, and it's super smooth, and that thing went in real nice. And yeah, dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is sick. I'm gonna put that in the light real quick. Great balance too, man. I just set that thing down and he's standing like a champ. And then we'll hit him with the UV. So there's him in the light. Man, clean, super clean.
Yeah, every time we look at that figure, the white eyes are so clean that it almost looks as though like they're not there with a white backdrop.
Yeah, they are. It's nice, man. What a great stance too. I'm looking at it. You know, you got the open right hand, the kind of balled up fist, left hand, in kind of almost like an uppercut pose, which is cool. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that is cool. Carolina Cool Cat sold out. One more left in my shop if anybody's wondering. Okay, cool. So I did see that story earlier that there was one left. And correct me if I'm wrong, Carolina Cool Cat, but I believe they're about $50, $52, maybe something like that, US, which I think is a great deal for something like this, especially since it's bagged with a header card. But yeah, dude, those are sick. Look at those eyes.
I know. Even like the moment you hit it, I was like, wow, they're charged.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get a closer look at it real quick.
Oh, they're insane. In real life, are they orange or are they red?
In real life, dude, they are like a really cool, like fuchsia, like a hot pink, which is crazy, dude, because that's the way they look when I have the UV light on it. The paint, I think, is
right.
And then you have obviously
on the camera it goes from red and like this like crazy orange.
Yeah, it
Wild.
is. Looking at it right now, and it looks orangish, but it almost goes from like a really crazy fuchsia pink to like a red to an orange. But man, Carolina Cool Cat, dude, great work on that. Love that piece. I think Porpoise had 2 of these last week. Is that right?
Yeah, he's got an orange one and the black one. Yeah, that orange one is sexy.
Yeah, and that's what I was just gonna say, man, is the glow one that he has is off the charts.
Beautiful.
And I think we're gonna have more of those. That shot is epic.
The orange splash is almost the surface of the sun, he says.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the other thing. That's a great point is that's a piece that just the stance of the character alone, almost anywhere that you put in, the balance is so good. You put it down and you're going to get a good shot almost everywhere. So Carolina Cool Cat, man, great job on that. Freaking love these. So Carolina Cool Cat, you'll have to tell me, man, is that a cast with a wash over it for the paint, or how did that come about? Let me know.
I was wondering about that too, actually. I'm glad you brought that up because I was looking at that being like, damn, that gray effect, like what's going on there? How did you do a black wash on there on a gray figure? Alcohol rub off the pecs. If you sat there with a little cloth rubbing that pecs, I'm gonna call the police.
Yeah. And you know what? There's some great little figures on here too. There's like a little lizard on the arm, and there's some leaves.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
The camera light's giving it almost like a weird emerald green too. Beautiful. But I like those little sculpt details.
Yeah, you know what, dude? There's a green light on my camera, and I think it's the reflection from that is what that is.
Even the longer hair up on the shoulders, dope. Yeah,
absolutely, dude. And that longer hair, you can see it's at the wrists and it's at the feet too.
Yeah, up near the abdomen and groin.
Right.
Neat.
Sweet, man. Silver
dude.
Wash. Okay, cool. Damn.
Little nozzle, dude. You killed it.
Nozzle.
No, Carolina Cool Cat, dude. You fucking crushed that, man.
That is awesome, dude. So yeah, silver cast there with the black wash, which is dope, man. That was a great idea.
Yeah, really smart.
Respects.
Yo, fucking
yeah, skilled one. That absolutely, dude. The leaves and the lizard. Great figure, dude. Really good articulation, smooth. The pieces come on.
Feet.
Yeah.
Yo,
oh yeah, dude.
Stupid question, but is he pouring in the feet? No. Oh shoot! When you put the legs on, were the pour spouts up near the hips? Like the vent mark? Is there
Man,
like a
dude.
little nubbin on the hip joint of the leg? Like when you look at the top of the leg, actually, like the leg you took off,
Yeah, it's
is there a
really
sprue mark?
there is. It's really small.
Carolina Cool Cat, dude. Not many people do that, and it's like such a simple, awesome thing, in my opinion, because you're never gonna see where that sprue mark is put because it's hiding underneath the hip, and it allows the
Oh.
feet to be a perfectly flat base every time.
And you know what?
Instead of
He's right. There
pouring
is
into
one
the
on.
feet.
Yeah, there is one on the inner thigh, right below the peg there too. So there's one
Oh,
on
smart.
the top. Yeah,
On the inner thighs.
yeah,
Dude, I love it, dude. Fuck yes, man.
really cool,
Smart.
man. Just, I mean, it pops right back in there. Great, but dude, I love that pose though with that fist. Ugh.
Yeah. It's fine to pour into the feet. I don't care. It's just one of those small differences where it's like you'll get a solid standing figure every time if you don't have to try and pour in and sand off those bottoms.
Yeah.
Beauty. Yo.
So yeah, there was a story with this. I won't read this because it's kind of
Do it.
lengthy, but it says it is surmised that IT-777 Ender primate, known to public consciousness as Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch, and more recently the Squash, uses interdimensional teleportation to traverse terrain as well as evade detection and capture. And then it goes on to kind of tell about his shift scars, which is part of his teleportation. Shift scars are often result in the iconic footprint that is usually then cast and plastered once discovered. It says, description, most eyewitness accounts describe the sound of IT-777's shifting as a fading white noise mixed with deep wind chimes, followed by a sudden old-timey camera flash. The scent of the POT varies from witness to witness, but is most often compared to sulfur. And it's saying that's how it gets its name, skunk ape in certain areas. So it says, after shifting, a puff of rolling black smoke stays suspended around the POT momentarily before dissipating. So,
And what's POT stand for again? Sorry.
POT. I don't know.
A pod offering terramorph. That's what
Oh,
going
I'm
with.
sorry. Point of teleportation
Okay.
is what it is. It says it's only right in front of my face. Sorry, I missed that.
I like that. Do we bring in
Yeah,
skilled
man,
one?
really. Yeah, skilled one. Let's bring him in. Carolina Cool Cat. Awesome job, bro. Appreciate that. It's an awesome piece. Looking forward to more. I want an army of squashes.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I keep doing
all
it.
good, man.
What were you about to say before I cut you off though?
I don't know. I was just gonna say great job, Carolina Cool Cat, I think. So
All right. Skilled one, man, if you wanted to hop in and join us, I know that you're always a little bit more saucy in the comments. You seem less saucy in person. I'm gonna bust your balls a bit. I can't wait to see what toys you have.
a picture, man. There was some nice packages in there. I'm so curious about
Got
how
a nice collection.
I'm wondering how I get that position at his job on the story the other day. I mean, basically free in a go-kart. There he is.
That's my favorite intro to date. The moment you come in, just a fucking cough and a yo, what's up?
Been ripping my vape, man.
Oh man, dude, what were you in when you made that story the other day? Were you in a go-kart or a big wheel or what was that?
I've got one of those little electric drift carts, and my brother has one too, and his daughter has one. And so mine was broken for a while. I finally fixed that shit. And so on my lunch at work, I just sat on that and ripped it, and then ripped the shit out of that little cart for like half an hour until I broke it again.
Nice. All in a day's work.
Yep. At least this time it's a wheel, so it's like an $8 fix. It's not like the thing's not down for another year again, so whatever.
Yeah, right on. That's cool.
And Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Seattle, so shout out to Nim, back in Seatown. What's up? That's a little. It's hard following these people. You know, it's hard following Porpoise and Nim and shit. I'm just some guy that likes toys and collects stuff for the most part.
For the most part, have you dabbled? You dabble in making it all?
So like, I am. Funny enough, how all these things like collide. I'm a graphic artist by nature, so like I draw and doodle all that shit all day. So like I've had plans to make toys for forever. So again, apparently I'm 6 months behind them. I've got like the pressure pot and Amazon wish list and shit, and I've got the like I showed you. Shout out to who was it last week? Yuck the girl. Anybody knows what's up? We'll know what's up on that one right there. So yeah, I'm getting into it and I'm messing around with it, but I'm not quite full figures yet or anything.
Dude, it takes its own pace, right?
Yep.
Life is fucking busy, homie.
Yep.
Go-karting to do. That's what it is, right?
It's basically a go-kart, yeah.
My brain just can't quite conceptualize this little tiny contraption. Is it small?
I mean, no, like they make them for big ass adults because the kid ones were so popular. They're just hard to find. So I got mine used and just, made sure it worked so I could chase my brother and my niece around on it because it was fun as hell.
I'm picturing do you guys remember Little Giants?
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically.
Okay. But bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
I'm not like a tiny guy in this little cart, like wedged down in this little shit, like I still look like a moron because I'm a fat old guy in a cart whipping around the neighborhood while the kids are coming home from school, but whatever. Like, I don't.
That's funny.
Fuck, dude. So, out of curiosity too, like, because I'm just gonna bug you because you've been buying toys for a little while. Who would you say are like the people right now that you're kind of like your eyes on the most? Do you think are just like the most impressive toys out there?
So like I like glow in the dark and resin shit. So like it's hard to say. It's pretty much anybody. So when like I follow anybody making good toys regardless, but as soon as something glows or pops, I'm like, ooh, I gotta have it, and then half the time I look and it's in fucking Beat of the J's, feed like next week or something, or he's showing it here earlier today, like that. What was the little flamingo shit that I can't remember now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Flanagan, TL Flanagan. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. For sure, man. Those are good ones.
So do you want me just to get into this or you want to rip questions or what's going on?
Oh, I was just gonna say, man.
What toy you got?
Earlier, yeah. What you got there? What are we ripping into first?
So I didn't know I was going to be on, so I already opened one of them.
All good. I do it all the time.
So here's a Plastic Geek. Looks like I got one of their awesome. What was it here? That open in here. This is for the crumbs. Sorry, it's
there
not
it is.
anything.
Hell
like
yeah.
regular plastic, but it is that.
Oh, that's sick.
Great sculpt on it. Speaking of, so my camera's not as good as everybody else's, but hey, whatever.
Dude, that's a rad as fuck sculpt, man.
Yeah. What is that, man? Is that like Keshi, like rubber, like flexible rubber? Or?
So it's got a little flex to it. I wouldn't say it's resin, but
hard
like
PVC.
It's probably PVC or plastic.
Dang, yeah. That's a dope fucking piece, man.
That is, dude. I like that sculpt. That is sick.
Do you think it'll be UV reactive?
Let's find out. I can do that. I tested this earlier. I had one of these little setups down here.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what the hell is that fucking clear Safubi filled with like beads?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what is that?
That's just a Galios, but like I literally shoved glow in the dark beads in it because I like glow in the dark shit. So
nice.
That's a dope idea, man. Oh, I might do that to some clear Safubi.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
So there is, there's purple on him, but he doesn't actually glow.
Yeah. That Glyos though is
that Glyos though, yeah, dude. I don't know why my simpleton little brain never thought about putting a bunch of fucking glow in the dark beads in a
That's awesome.
clear.
I stole that seeing somebody do that in something else before, and then I went to AliExpress and got those beads for like the 0.6 millimeter tiny ass beads for like $1.39 for 50 of them, and got like 200 of them and just shoved them in there.
I was gonna say, I bet you there's like little kids around the globe that have jars with fucking glow in the dark beads just chilling in their room for the exact same purpose.
Yep.
You know, I am a moron, oblivious.
So you can steal that idea. That's for somebody. I'm glad the camera's going here. I have a bunch of shit on the way from tons of people. So like B Slab, Dad Toys, Titty Bean, Double Casket, Double Weed.
Double casket, you got some double casket.
Lady Star Killer ones that you guys fucking showed, that glow in the dark one. So I don't
The
know.
only art. Hey B,
That's
do you have one of
dope.
those too? The Lady Star Killers?
Yeah, I got
I
one of those
don't.
yellow glow in the dark ones.
Those are dope, man. I tried to snag one. Those went pretty quick.
That might be one of Ollie's more popular pieces.
So there's Devil Weed right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome Halloween gifts. It got like
Nice. That shit's always fun, man. These toy dudes know how to fucking just add some fun.
Always
Yeah.
Halloween too.
I saw him. I've got one of his pieces already up there on my little toys. I'll show you here in a minute. But I saw somebody show this cool little box that he comes in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
That's like,
Nice.
glow. Ooh, he's chunky. Yeah, that's for sure. For sure, resin. You can see it's sanded on the bottom too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
talk about
that's cool.
pouring that way and always getting a flat bottom. There you go. I love it. Awesome gummies and all that little fun stuff that they put in there. But it looks like he included a little nubby guy too. So I need to
oh,
get.
Oh,
fun.
that's cool. Nice.
But
Yeah, that's a funny sculpt.
I got that glow or what was that? Dracula.
And like an amethyst.
Yeah, it's like a purple
Damn.
here.
That's cool.
Deep
That
purple.
is glow as shit. So that's gonna be nice.
That's an insane fucking glow light you got there, homie.
Yeah, I saw Tycho's Tacos who popped out like
Yeah.
one of those, or Fletch popped out that fucking lamp that's like 4 feet wide. So again, I went to the old Amazons and it was like, hey, $20 for a lamp that like melts your face off. You can feel the heat come
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
I'll show the glow on that in a second, but I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
really quick to see if they're even worth looking at. See. So speaking of what was that earlier? Yuck, there's the other piece to that. So you want to talk about sneak peeks? There's your kit bashing right there.
Oh, nice.
Steal that idea. Somebody is better than me at this stuff anyways. Let's see. Another package. So that was just eBay, sorry. But I do have some good stuff here to share with you. Ooh, nice
Yeah,
resin
yeah.
pieces.
And who's this that you're pulling out right now?
You'll probably recognize one of those.
Oh, nice. Jesse Sketches.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So he chucked in a couple little resin, looks like
Sweet.
a little resin ghost. Cool little
Yeah, I
resin
like the-
magnet.
Yep. Nice.
I love the pour on your ghost though.
Oh yeah, and it's
That's
super.
filthy.
Yeah, it's
Looks smooth.
it's really, really, really smooth, like almost teeth smooth.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah,
A little. Anything's gonna glow with this, really, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
charge
cool,
it.
man. I know he dropped a bunch of those ghosts and they were pretty cheap, right? I mean, I remember when I got mine, they were everything on that site or in that store is man, I want to say, what would you say, under $30, under $20 for
yeah, I think
everything
it
on?
was like 25. Not including shipping,
Yeah.
but even that's cheap for any of this resin custom stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, let's be real. Like some of that custom stuff we see on here is like, what was that? Like $2 for parts, and like I like the pieces, but I can't afford that kind of stuff. But this right
Yeah.
here was something special because I know you will recognize one of these pieces. and I took one of your tips and tricks of talking to that artist and said, hey, what else do you have about X, Y, and Z?
For sure.
And they said, oh, these are sick. They said, I've got half of something. I can make you something else. And I said, go crazy. And so they did. And they made me something awesome. Oh, that's really cool. So first one here. You recognize this from the gentleman that was on a little bit
Oh,
earlier.
there he is. The general.
So I got Mr.
Dude.
Porpas.
Love that.
Feels great. And that's awesome. Like, you can see it took over the camera there and it's still glowing.
Yeah.
It's like turquoise fuchsia, fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, that's so good. I'll share that a little bit more here in a second too. God,
Wow,
it's
that's awesome.
That thing's insane. It's nuclear
still
reactive.
glowing. It's nuclear. That's
Yeah.
that's my kind of jam right there. So anybody who does that kind of stuff, I love you long time. This is the other one I'm interested to. Yes. Okay, so he had the body already, and he threw the head on it. And
Oh, yak face. Nice.
this is dummy. Like the head's like pink, purple glow. The body goes green. Okay, let's hit the lights. Nobody cares about my face. Let's see. I say that name.
That porpoise is ridiculously
It's
cool.
still glowing, and I like haven't done anything. So like,
Yeah.
let me test these for a second here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, those are. That ghost is a little glowy, but not as much as I hope. He goes a nice little purple shade, so it'll be good under UV. But look
Oh,
at, like,
Yeah.
fucking glow, bro.
my
Oh, yeah,
camera
man.
doesn't do it justice. Like, these are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know. Most of us in the room
Yeah.
understand. We're getting like a tenth of the glow power. Even that little fucking purple vamp guy in the bottom, I know he's probably bouncing a little bit more.
So he's like a really dark purple, which like I find purple glows are really hard to find. You know, like orange
He's
is
almost
great.
black because of how deep purple he is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a violet fuchsia. But
So
these, as you can see, like my hands passing in front of are still like.
now you're a sniffer, so I've gotta kind of ask you, if you had to rank on a scale of like 1 to 10, what would you? Yeah, what's the biteability on it?
It's a little tangy.
Yeah,
He feels a little gummy, but
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh man, he's like the swirls in here that probably don't even come across. They do when I
Oh,
stop.
no, I see those blue ones.
That come through on here. He's purple on the feet. It's great
Mm.
on it. And then they stand super easy. But you know, of course, this guy, the yak head does move. This guy.
I love the circular joint that he does.
Oh, the heads? Yeah.
I know it's such a stupid little thing, but I love it.
You get so much expression out of them, whatever you want to do with them, you know? That head though. Woo!
Does the jaw move on the fucking dactyl head?
No, just that.
Okay.
He's got his fantastic little neck.
Yeah.
Dude, that yak face almost has like an aura around it that it's because it's glowing so hard, dude. That is sick.
That yak has filthy.
So we'll do a quick little shot of that. That's my little wall collection. Not as good as everybody else's, but like
Oh, dude, I love irregular glow colors.
Yes.
Top left, that weird orangey red thing you have is Sex Machine. It's like third from the top down.
So that is I think that is a moldy boys. Let me grab that for you for a second here. You want to talk about radioactive nuclear glowing.
Yep,
So
that's it.
this boy, if you hit it with any bit of light, when I leave the room and I come back like 10 minutes later, there's like 5 pounds of glow powder in this thing. He's actually heavy. But like he's hyper white right now, but this is orange, like sun
yeah.
orange.
We saw it on the wall, it was orange, but it's so close. The fact that you've been doing that is insane, man.
And who made that?
What is that? What is that? Moldy Bros?
Moldy Bros.
Yeah,
Oh, Moldy Bros. Yeah. Moldy Bros.
Kentucky boys.
Yeah.
Like, so this is like an orange magenta-y color, which like I haven't seen many of those either.
Wow. That's cool, man. That's hardcore right there.
Yeah.
And that's a ceiling.
Fuck.
So yeah,
Damn, that thing's insane, dude.
that's this
So-
week's haul. Since I'm basically in the BJ loop now of who's dropping what, who has what's going on, what's what, and everything else.
Your little notepad beside your computer.
Yo,
Keeping tabs.
you want to talk about alerts? Like that's the only way you can get stuff. Like, so I got in a toy game from doing Glyos. Speaking of Glyos, that's what
Yeah.
this guy is, and he is jointed.
That's a jumbo fucking Glyos, man.
Yeah, he does like, sub-QB stuff like that, and does real X-head crossovers and stuff. So,
Damn.
but like Glyos will sell out in like the first half hour. They limit how many you can buy to one household within that hour, so that more people get stuff. So if
Yeah.
you're not used to setting your alarms and aiming to get stuff, you're fucking buying it on eBay. I don't know if you can swear, but like you're buying it on
Oh, no.
eBay or you're SOL, man.
Fuck that.
Yeah, you're fucked. So
Oh fuck, man. Still want anything you want to show
Great
us?
pieces, dude. That
I'll DM you some more little toy wieners.
Yeah.
Rather than that, I got nothing else to share really, so I'll get out of your hair.
I love it, man. Well, dude, honestly, thank you for coming in and showing us that shit, dude, and fucking
Great haul, dude.
blowing up the world.
I appreciate you guys. Let me ruin your lives here for the last 15 minutes.
No, dude,
Dude,
not even at
don't-
all.
the more artists, the
Holy
better,
shit.
man. If you have another haul like that again and you want to come on and share, dude, just shoot us a DM, man. We'll get you on here, no problem.
Cool. See you next week.
And a toy tour.
Thank you for
too.
coming on for sure, bro.
And we're gonna need a toy tour too. Get all those shells fucking toured.
Yeah, I'll show you something better next time.
I look forward
Right
to
on.
it, man.
Cool.
Trying to have a good night, dude.
Drive me
Peace.
out. Have a good night, guys. Later.
Right on.
Fucking remove button of death, man. Oh, he knows what's up. He was like, I'm not making crumbs. Fucking hit the remove. He dipped.
Yeah, that was dope though, man. That's some artists, like Moldy Bros and stuff that we haven't really seen on the show, man, which is great. Speaking of that, dude, I know that like I have a good haul next week with some people that we haven't really seen on the show. I know Fletch has a few things. Skilled One sounds like he has a few things. So, man, dude, next show maybe another opening extravaganza like we had a few weeks back. But
Sounds like it.
the more artists that we can get on here, whether they're talking about their stuff or whether collectors are opening their stuff, I mean, the more the better, man. Let's get it all out there.
We were kind of talking about it, like you and I talked about it early on, where we thought it'd be cool if we could actually have in like segments, right, where we bring people in. We kind of talked about how you could break that up. It's funny to me how it just organically happened. Like so much of the shit in this toy world seems to happen where so far between Porpoise and Fletch, Skilled One, we seem to have guests that come in generally like they're gonna do an unboxing, maybe show us some toys they're doing. We can bring an artist in, like
Yeah.
It's what we wanted without even having to try too hard.
Absolutely, man. And that's what's kind of cool, man. It's like, I don't want to say the show's kind of running itself, but we're kind of getting to the point to where the content is getting easier and easier to fill because people are willing to come on and share their stuff, which is cool, man. So I got 2 more boxes, man. You want to finish these baddies up or what?
Do them up, man. Let's see what the hell.
Oh,
toys
hey,
you
how
got.
about this? Dude, what's up with, like, we haven't talked about a giveaway tonight.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't gonna push it. Last week I felt like a goon when I mentioned the second skull, so I was just chilling.
Yeah. We do have a giveaway tonight. And I actually talked about it last week. And in one of these boxes that I have here to open, we have the giveaway for next week.
Okay.
Yeah, provided by Feral Foundry.
Feral Foundry, the fucking beast, dude. Oh, the
Yeah,
sexy
man.
skull.
Yeah, so that's the skull that we have. I showed this one last week. I'll show it again here in a minute. But this is the skull that we're giving away. This is made by Tycho's Tacos by Fletch. Give him a follow if you don't already. I think everybody in the room pretty much does. But this is another sick one, man. I'm gonna light this guy up. It's another sick pour from him.
While you do that, I'm gonna make sure I've got the wheel names, and you.
Yeah. That glow in the mouth, dude, is crazy. That's a side view. Man, that glow, that's a side view right there. That's just hardcore.
If anyone in the chat there, if you haven't spoken up, but you do want it on the giveaway, just chime in at any point too. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just tossing it out there, because that's a dope ass skull to win. So like, I don't want to miss anybody, basically.
Brett says put him on the wheel 8 times. So
8 times it is.
Yeah, dude, that's a sick one, man. Fletch, yeah, you know what, dude? I do have a let me see if I can find it. I do have another base that has a light underneath it. I just don't know where it is, unfortunately. So anyways, but yeah, this is sick, man. The blueberry kiss. Who said that? Somebody said blueberry kiss. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, I always picture it. It looks like he ate one of those blue snow cones. Like
yeah, you know what's crazy, man, is I know that you have pieces like this too, where if you put a UV like really close to it, you can actually see the glow like sinking in there.
You can see it charging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, warming up.
But look at that, man. That thing looks like it has a light inside.
Oh my goodness.
There's no light inside of that. That's just a look at that. Look at the shadow glow right there.
The bags around the eyes.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh, dude. Glow. I don't know why. I love glow. Like warm changing, sun, like UV reactive. All those are really, really fun. Don't get me wrong, but there's just something forever appealing about fucking glow, man.
There really is, man. And I think, you know, Skilled One said it. He said he's really into that hardcore glow. And I know for me, man, you know, like growing up with He-Man and shit, like Scare Glow was always a tough one to get. Even later on in life, it's even harder to get. Was like kind of my introduction to like a really glow action figure. And I remember just, you know, not really being amazed by it, but just thinking how cool that was. And I didn't really have anything else that glows.
Or glow in the dark stars.
Yeah, exactly, man, that you throw on the ceiling or on the wall. But you know, maybe that's where some of the like for glow comes from, because it seems like it's a little bit, it's just different. You know what I mean? Dude,
obsessed.
But just the fact that it glows in general, dude, is like, I think, you know, maybe as partly as humans, we're just kind of drawn to that look where it's kind of like, like, what is that, you know?
Johnny Marble said it, like it's got to be an evolutionary thing, and it's like, I wonder what in evolution would tell us, like, oh, that cave is rich in ABC and that's why it's glowing. You know, like, right. I don't know, like, why would we be attracted to glow? Like, oh, that bat, dude, wait, turn around to the back. Look at the fucking different, like, yellows and oranges you're getting in the purple. That shit's, like, almost like some kind of, like, nebula meets, oh, what's that called in the Arctic? The Northern Lights?
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, I had some friends that went and saw Northern Lights, like, out in Michigan. a part of the year. There's a certain time, I guess, where you can see all that stuff. But look at that. That is sick.
They're killing it over there, dude. I know we say that all the time, so I hope it doesn't seem like we're just like. But like,
Yeah,
they're
right.
just, they're just killing it over there. Sorry, him and his partner, their little
Loza.
company, Loza. Thank you very much, Loza and Fletch.
Yep.
Killing it, dude.
It's kind of hard to see on there, man, but that is super clear. I mean,
Oh, those little dots.
yeah, you can see all the way through it.
Oh. Those sequins.
Someone's getting that freaking free of charge tonight.
Yeah, that's dope as hell. There's a lot more metal flakes than I thought too.
Yeah.
That thing is dope.
Man, there's so many colors in there, dude. Like, name a color and it's in there.
So, I've been scanning the names in the chat. I think I've got everybody. I'm going to put it out there again. If you feel as though maybe you haven't spoken in the last little bit, or you haven't spoken at all, and you love that beautiful skull, chime in. I'll make sure to catch that. In the meantime, B to the J, man, you've got 2 more boxes.
I got 2 more boxes, man. We'll go with a Healy made first. And then we'll get into the last one because it's got the giveaway for next week. The last one is the Feral Foundry Droid Foundry combo.
I only just thought about this as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like cut you off and jump in all excited. Think of how sharp those cuts are that Fletch managed to get in that skull. So like we know that, like he just said, it took him a while. And it's like, yeah, we understand that like a lot of the times those are going to be like done in segments. But consider like he would have had to keep somehow moving that mold to try and get it to sit exactly in like all those various different places the way it did. Like consider like to get it, if you poured from the bottom, how do you get it perfectly to get the mouth like that?
Right. And so you're right. So when you think about this process, man, like you could think about it as many ways as you want, but then when you really start trying to break it down, like obviously if you took this mold and poured resin into it, you're not going to get that. You know what I mean? It's done color at a time, and he doesn't use a pressure pot. You know what I mean? So you pour this in there and you sit and you let it wait, and then you pour something else and you sit and you let it wait. And
in that case, he would have had to rest it against different things in order to have it sit in certain ways. Kind of like when we see vomiting droids have all those contraptions to make shit fucking sit where he wants it.
Yeah.
Stupid, dude.
Fletch is bailing out, so we want to see who wins this. I hope you're going to play Ninja Turtles on Xbox. I know that he's a big fan of that, and honestly, I don't play too many video games. I will play the shit out of that one because it's super fun. The homie Hurt Toys has that, and when I go over there, it's a freaking great time. Also, if you're watching, get better, you miserable bastard. I know you're sick right now.
Oh shit. Get
better so we can hang out. That's it. Anyways,
that's what's up.
Giveaway now. Let's do it. Or are we doing the piece?
Oh, open a box. Open a box.
Cool.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yeah, open a box. Because I'm pointing for that. A Healy made custom or something he dropped?
No, this was from the drop Saturday, and it came in the other day. So
you see those new customs he just posted the other day? I think it was today.
You know what's weird, man? Like, it's really easy for me, and I say this at the worst possible time because I'm wearing a Healy made shirt tonight. It is really hard not to geek out and just like all of his stuff, right? Like when he puts a story on there, like every single one that I see, I'm like, yep, I like that. And sometimes I wonder if he's just like, yeah, dude, I get it. Like, you like my work, I get it, man. And I'm like, I'm almost I'm like, okay, I don't have to say it that I like that piece. Like, do I really have to like it or whatever? But it's just probably the most consistent badass stuff that I've personally seen. And you're right, dude. It's customs. It's look at that. Like, Jesus Christ. Dude, look at the marbling. Look at the marbling on the SWWF boss on that. That's just stupid.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyways, man, it's
anyways.
Yeah. So anyways, getting back to this one. This is another SWF figure.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna put it out there too. And Healy, if you watch this, I'm so sorry if it comes off rude. I do kind of wish they were done in a 65D or a rubber. Just me. That's just me.
Yeah. No. Wouldn't it be cool if these came out in vinyl?
They exist. We shared the artist toilet one night. I'll have to make sure I get it over to you. But there's an artist out there who does not the head swaps. There's an artist out there, sorry, who does the original wrestlers in vinyl.
Oh yeah, but these in a vinyl
would be dope as shit. Oh, that's good. I like.
These in vinyl. Remember, you heard that. Just remember you heard that for future reference. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just saying. God, my camera is just, I don't know what happened here tonight, bro, but this thing is just I'm just so off tonight with this. So that's it. Tusken Raider, SWWF. This is a reboot. So this one originally came out a few years back. And he's getting to the point now where almost all the originals have been re-released. There's a few more out there that still need to go. I think the Max Rebo is one. But there's been some new characters that have come out too. But this one is actually a redo from an old one. But it's one that I never got originally, and they are super hard to find on the secondary market. And if you can find them, they're not cheap. There's a couple out there on eBay right now of the original, other ones that are running anywhere from like 130 up to, $2, something like that. Which,
colorway.
Yeah, if you're desperate and you need one, but it's to the point now where do you want an original, or are you cool with having the second series, or do you want to be a maniac and have both? You can do either or.
That's a gorgeous colorway though. I love that pour color.
It is. It's the darker skin with like the brown outfit that matches the head is dope, man. I love that. So anyways, this line goes on, man. Keeps on going.
Oh, great figure.
Yeah, Johnny Marbles. Yeah, this one actually, you're right, dude. This one sold out pretty quick. And if you've noticed a lot of his cheaper, like the Assassin and Raider figures, there's still a lot of those that are available on his site. I think the last 2 drops are still available on there, and they're a lot cheaper. They're $20-$25. These ones are a little bit more. This was like 70.
Resin though?
Yes.
Resin versus a PVC.
Absolutely.
Injection piece.
Right. And the other ones were all solid one color. These are hand painted. And these are actually 2 pieces. And it does have a China tag on the back of the shorts, man. So that's probably where this.
But that might be from the original sculpt. No, that might be from the original sculpt.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Original stuff, but that's cool, man. Very cool one. SWF Tusken Raider.
All right, drop another unboxing on us.
Yeah.
Right.
So this. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I was trying to shut myself up and let you go.
All right. So we got this next one is the Feral Foundry Ben's Mat 9090 or Droid Foundry collab. All right.
You
So
got in on it. You got it.
I did.
Makes me really happy to hear, man.
I did. And I did. We'll have a side conversation about that because we will. Giveaway items. So let's see what the giveaway items are. I do not know what these are. Oh, nice. So this is from Feral Foundry. These are, I don't know if these are on his website still. I think they are. The Devouring Buds, and then there's a Shoggoth on there. Bam, really sick. And then we got this small little guy too. So really cool, man. All three of those. I don't know, man. I don't know if we give all of those away at one time next week or if we break those up. I said we break it up and spread the love a little bit, but
I love that fucking bud one, man, in the black. Oh, that's hot.
It's dark green. It's dark green with a yellow eye.
So hot.
Yeah, that's sick. And then this one is more of almost like a Kelly green, almost like a turquoise.
It's shimmering.
Yeah, and it might be because of the reflection of the light in the bag. I don't want to open these because they're giveaways for other people, but
right.
Spread the love. Yeah, you got it, guys. I'm feeling that for sure. But dude, we got some those will be for next week. Those are very, very cool. Now almost even cooler is what I snagged. So these were a collab, like I said, with Feral Foundry and Ben's Mat 9090 or Droid Foundry. Droid Foundry stuff is, I mean, I think there's some people in the room that have tried to get his stuff before, and it's next to impossible to get.
Impossible.
Yeah, it's usually only sold on Isle of Misfit Toys. There is no announced time drop. It's just kind of there. And from what I've seen, the last few drops, they range, like right around 50 pieces, and they are snapped up like no bullshit within 10 to 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And that's like a dream. It's to the point to where you can't go in there and shop for something. You know what I mean? You don't have time. Everything will be gone. You just basically have to go for one thing and try to put it in your cart and buy it. And I personally don't know very many people that have any of these pieces. This one was a collab with him and Feral Foundry, and it's called a brain canister. So I'll show the two pieces separately and then show them together. So this is the brain from Feral Foundry on that, and it is that kind of rubberish type feel. I bet those eyes glow. And then there's another little smaller guy that came with him as well. And so these are the brains, and then this baddie right here, this is the canister. So this is by Ben's Mat 9090 or Droid Foundry. I believe Ben's Mat 9090 is what it's the name on Instagram.
If I'm not mistaken, you might have something that might actually be a three-way collaboration between an artist that goes by the name of Slip, and they did the graffiti work on that.
Oh,
I might get corrected by Feral Foundry, but I believe it's an artist in his local area that he works with named Slip.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. If that's true, that's very cool. But that, I mean, the graffiti
gorgeous
is so sick, dude. Colin, Unicorns, no doubt. Colin, I'm gonna hit you up, and you know what that's about, my dog. Let's see. So the brain canister, so when it sits in there, man, I mean, what a rad little piece, dude. The way it sits like that. Like I said, the graffiti, man, I'm going to try to put this in the other camera and just see what happens. But, you know, Droid Foundry is really incredible if you just go to their page and start reading through some of the descriptions of when the stuff is posted. He does an amazing job of creating a world of where these things come from, man. And the perspective that he has is it's almost like someone doing a retrospective, kind of looking back on a planet that had a ton of droids on them, and it's explaining what these droids are and what their use was. And that's how he does every single post, man. So you really end up kind of diving into this world of you know, characters that he's created and backstories that they're crazy, man. And like I said, dude, these things are they're so damn hard to get. They just
remember. Oh, sorry, man.
Oh no, go ahead.
Do you remember around like 2010, 2000s, a bunch of movies like Artificial Intelligence came out where like that little boy was a robot, and like there's a lot of robot movies. Fucking the one with Will Smith versus fuck off, of course.
Yellow, had to get it, bro.
What's his name's world? Droid Foundry's world he builds kind of reminds me of those kind of worlds. A dystopian future. All these bots. All these bots kind of like wandering around. And I love the combination of the Feral Foundry with the Droid Foundry. Like, what a hilarious coincidence that like one of them is called Droid Foundry, has these like perfect, meticulous little robots. One of them is fucking iRobot. Yes, thank you, Nim. One of them is fucking Feral Foundry. You've got these Shoggoths. It's a beautiful combination, man. And it might be one of the only ways many of us in the resin head scene are going to acquire one of the Ben's mats.
Yeah. I agree, dude, 100% with everything that you said. I'm gonna turn the camera on this other
That yellow one with the green brain is insanely beautiful, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That one too.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have a lot of yellow pieces, man. I was stoked when Healy just came out with that assassin that was all yellow, that kind of mustard yellow. I thought that was way sick. And then I saw this, and you know, like I said, just the fact that it's yellow is very cool. So look at that, man. I mean, what a rad little display. Bam. There it is. There's the there it is. In fact, that's not a bad picture right there. But yeah, dude, it's his stuff is crazy. And like I said, he's created the whole world. Somebody commented, oh, Brett, it's a whole bit of world building. It's awesome. Yeah, I agree, man. I think some of the best people out there, or you know, people that can really nail that world, you know, Cronin Builder comes to mind, Droid Foundry comes to mind, Vomiting Droids comes to mind.
You're gonna glow that shit or what?
Oh. Yes, sir. My bad.
Sorry, I'm stoned. I'm sorry, man.
Bro, no, actually, oh boy, we got something special here. Watch this. Ooh, I'm glad you said that, dude. I was kind of getting carried away in my story there, but watch this shit. Bam. Ooh. Those little that's crazy, man. That glow is hard on those. Let me see.
He lights up one of my shelves. Like, no lie, I've got a corner with a bunch of my Shoggoth guys, and if I light the shelf, like, they make everything else appear. His glow is insane.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the eyes or the flesh, he always tries to incorporate some kind of glow in there. It's wild. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there's the pink in there too. Look at those things just come alive, dude. That is so sick. Like skilled one, that's what we're talking about, right?
They really complement the sculpt too, and that's all
So
of Feral Foundry's pieces. Feral Foundry always incorporates some glow into his Shaw Goss.
now, skilled one, I don't know how you want to answer that. That skilled one asked, do the eyes pop out? So
I don't think it's necessarily intentional for them to. I have had one or two pop out because it's a rubber with a resin eyeball, but it's really easy to pop it right back in. You could super glue it back in there if the super glue for whatever reason came undone. I often attribute that to the fact that these things are being like from one type of environment to another. He's over in the UK, I'm over in Canada. Pressure, all those fun things, but beautiful.
yeah. And that's why I wanted to ask you, man, because I think on my other, my Chagas piece, some of those eyes have come out, and I just pop them back in, and it's no problem. And like, I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just the way it is.
Yeah, they're hard resin pieces popped into a fitted rubber. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, not a problem. It's not a problem for me either. You literally just put it back on. But very cool pieces, man. Those are incredible. The pieces, so that the giveaways, we'll start giving those away next week. Man, that was a good box, dude. Holy smokes. I keep looking at those things.
Fun as shit. Oh, also for anybody who's watching and saw that weathering look that's on the canisters, what's his name? Not Feral Foundry, the other one, Droid Foundry, does this really cool thing to get that weathered look where basically they'll do like their base coat, then they'll end up doing like a spray of like a sealant. On the second pass through of the sealant, I'm pretty sure it's on the second pass through of the sealant, they put a bunch of salt and they just actually shake some salt on it. And then they actually apply their first coat of like the watered down top layer, which then will actually dissolve the salt and causes that thing. Anyways, I always thought it was really cool that he puts salt on there and then dissolves the salt to get that weathered look. That's all.
Wow. That's crazy, man. I've heard of a few different really wild ways to get weathered looks like that. That's a new one. I haven't heard of that one. The other one that
look at the dusting he gets across them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, and it's very cool because it looks very realistic in the sense that you have the wear right on the edges of the raised pieces. I mean,
sanding, but I'm almost positive those are salt clumps.
Yeah, and even to the point to where, so you see those rivets on there, the rivets have that same wearing at the top of them, which in reality, that's how it would really look. God, these things are so freaking rad, dude.
They're so cool. The canisters fit perfectly together. There's like a little like marble eyeball in like the hole.
You know what's funny, dude? If there's anybody out there or anybody knows, because I know there's somebody out there in the world who has a shitload of Droid Foundry pieces. Can you imagine what that display looks like?
Oh.
And the thing is, dude, is like these pieces are not incredibly expensive.
No, but even the way
just trying to get one,
like bend and fold together, it's like, damn, that's cool, man. I don't know.
It is. But if anybody knows anybody with a large collection of Droid Foundry stuff, let me know. Let's get a hold of that and let's get a tour or something, man. I mean, but on the other hand, these things they're limited every time, and there's only about 50, and they're few and far between. So how many are really out?
There are sometimes people though who try and collect like one of everything of certain artists, right? Like I'd love to see some of those collections out there, dude. There's artists and collectors out there that I don't know where the hell they're hiding, and I know like there's like a Rainbow Yawn. Who's somebody out there who has one of every Rainbow Yawn drops? I want to see that shit on a shelf.
Yeah, man. You know what? There is a few people that I've seen just consistently for certain people, like Jevaho, right? There's a couple of people in there that I've seen their collections because they've actually reached out to me before after I've claimed something and been like, hey, do you want to sell that? And then they show me their collection, and I'm just like, holy shit, man. There are some people out there with absolutely wild collections. This dude showed me his collection of, if you guys are familiar with the Detolf glass stand from IKEA. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers on it. And they're all, I want to say, probably 14 by 14 squares. This dude showed me a cabinet laced top to bottom with Jevaho pieces, nothing but Jevaho pieces. And those are, I mean, the majority of them are probably one of ones. But it's like, where's this guy? You know what I mean? Where is that guy? I want to
Doing
see.
his thing behind his toys.
Yeah, and that's it. I went to his page. He doesn't post a whole lot, but he's just got this amazing collection of Jevaho pieces, and I'm just like,
Gosh,
I almost think the guy deserves a piece more than I do. You know?
I've seen collectors like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, so if that was the last box, I'm gonna share screen with the Wheel of Death, and
Yeah.
you let me know if I've missed you by accident, and I will try and make sure that I add you in right quick. I will try and share the right screen and not the screen of the YouTube. There we go. We got there eventually tonight. But I think I've got everybody on the wheel here. I basically just scrolled through that chat and tried to find everybody. I'm sure that some folks have gone to bed and I've missed them, but you might get a really dope skull regardless, because that's how we do here today. So anybody feel free to call me out. I'll give it a moment for you to actually see that wheel. I'll scroll a couple times because there's enough names that it seems to be piled up. I do really apologize if I've missed anybody. Oh cow. B-Man, you got a bunch of orders on the way. What are you most excited? You've been seeing some really exciting shit.
Yeah, man. Actually, like I said, dude, I had a few that came in today that I don't want to open because I didn't know they were coming in today, so I didn't have it for anything. But One Trick Pony. There's some One Trick Pony.
Okay, directly from the artist or from shows that have happened?
This is actually both. Yeah, this is actually both. There's a Mutant Masterpiece that's gonna freak everybody's mind because I know it's a 1 of 1 and I just got it today. And the box is heavy, just like I wanted it to be, because that means that this piece is solid and it's huge. There's a really cool box from Crimson Guard Amoro coming up that I may have in time, I may not. There's a Rainbow Yawn box that I may have in time, I may not. Dude, next week's gonna be off the charts, dude, especially if those other guys want to come in and open some stuff. Next week is gonna be a dandy, that's for sure.
They have it, folks. Stripe 7.
Ellis says I'm only on there once.
I know. Some fucking shed quarters calling me out on the 7 missing porpoise.
Yeah, Strafe 7. Congrats, my friend.
Well, we know he likes glow, so it's gonna be in a nice, good place.
I'm not gonna like bust Strafe out or anything. But he made a comment on our post today that said he was looking forward to somebody opening his piece, and I don't think anybody had a piece from him tonight. So I know I opened 2 of his pieces last week. So I'm not sure what that was about, but if I missed something, my man, let me know. I definitely don't have anything from you right now.
And all I'm thinking is if Fletch had a box come in and maybe Fletch was gonna hop in originally.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what it was. Fletch did tell me he had a couple things, but there was some other things that had not come in. So I said, okay, well, if you don't mind holding off, or if you want to hold off, then why don't you come on next week and just open a few things. So that may be the plan there.
I love it. Dude, before we let our lovely homies go for the night and we don't tiptoe too much past into that 3-hour mark, mind if I lay out some accounts that exist out in the world there? Holy
Let's do it.
Got away from us tonight. Let's do it. This here. Boom. Share screen. I appreciate you guys all lingering around with us. Holy crap. So apparently I've actually got DKE Toyz up first on the list here. mainly because I saw they actually have new blisters. I know how much you guys are sometimes looking for backers, blisters. These allow you to actually have your card back be pinched in the blister as well as the figure. So right now, Dove actually has a bunch of those. It's in partnership with Empire Plastics. I'm going to share this link in the chat because I do understand that for some of you guys, especially if you're going to conventions and you're bringing a bunch of your pieces, it is handy to be able to have things packaged safely so you're not having any of your lovely art damaged. Oh, this artist caught me by surprise today. Candora connects to Timidate, and I'm so sorry, but that is just way too long for me. But Hedora83 seems to be the twitter.com account. I'm going to copy and paste it into the chat for you guys because sometimes there's just artists that are doing things and I'm like, why don't we know about you? You're doing runs, you're doing drops. They have 618 followers at the moment, but they're clearly busting out some really cool paint apps and full runs of them. So I have no idea what's going on there. But I'll be keeping my eyes peeled on those pages. Dropping that. Low Tech Studios, I think we've actually talked about before because we actually saw them dropping these lovely dudes with all the dog companions.
Yes. Yes.
They just keep busting out cool shit. We've got dinosaurs
Yeah.
and wrestler bodies now. We've also got some astronauts and some businessmen skeletons, man. They're just always fucking.
Absolutely. If anybody thinks you've missed that stuff, you have not. That stuff has not come out yet. I did put a message into him and ask kind of what the deal was, and there is going to be a drop happening at some point. You have not missed that stuff. It's just it hasn't been released yet. But hey, look at 499 followers. If you're not following Low Tech Studios, go give them a follow. Get them up to 500.
Dude, come on now. Hyper Villainy. Check these sculpts out, man. Another artist. Sometimes I don't know what these dudes are up to, but they're chilling. Like, who is this? I'm sure. I feel like is that the guy from Goonies?
That looks like Toxic Crusader.
Toxic Crusader. Okay, that would make sense. Toxie's outfit is sewn. Are you kidding me? So Hyper Villainy. Anybody's not following Hyper Villainy. Damn.
No, I don't know who that is.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's just it, dude. Sitting there with 400 followers at the moment. What is going on? We were talking about this artist, Novelties by Stex. They've come up a few times. This piece is out and available on their website shop right now. It's dope as hell to me. What I actually find really funny is if you actually consider what's going on here, this piece in this background, that head is actually similar to the diner tree trunk monster that's supposed to be a bootleg ripoff of the Swamp Thing. If we consider the second cover of the movie Swamp Thing, where he's coming out of the swamp and he's carrying fucking Abigail Arcane in his arms. Come on. Sorry, guys. I thought that was a dope fucking nod going on there. So I'm going to share that.
That's cool, man.
By Stex. Sorry. Like when you talk about bootleg homage, it's like that like breaks the fourth wall. It's like it's a bootleg of Swamp Thing in the pose of the Swamp Thing 2 movie cover. Jokes.
Right. And that figure, if you can go back to that just real quick.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, I know, man. There's just something I want to say about that one figure because I did some research on it. Like I
okay.
Yeah. So no, not that one. If you go
this guy,
yes,
yeah, he's doing a contest with this right now. Heatwave giveaway alert. Thank you.
And I think it's about maybe I don't know about doing anything with the actual character, but it was the background or where you were taking the picture at or something like that. I'm sure it's in there.
Yes, Skilled One has brought it up too, and I know we've talked about this artist a couple times because when the Predator skulls were first being sculpted, I wanted to make sure to point those out. They've got a bunch of those up there. I will make sure to pull those up in a moment. Also, Christina, Queen of Cats. When we talk about people who have artwork that's available for under $30, hand-casted resin Cyclops figure Lego pieces for $11.13. Bunch of cool handmade monsters cast in colorful variations for $9.54. Yeah, man, tons of work on their site right now. $19 for a cute monkey figure, handmade. bunch of
Oh, that's
different
cool.
that. I don't know why these guys actually really appeal to me. I'm not gonna lie, they just seem cool as hell. Just simple, fun little dudes. Eight
Yeah, those
Canadian,
are cool.
hard to hate. Oh, has some skulls for 31 Canadian. There you go. There you go. Weird, odd, but you know what? I'm counting it today. Buddha cat heads. Who doesn't need one of those? What are we talking about?
Oh, that's cool.
I don't blame you, Suki, man. 3 hours would be my cap as well. 3 hours listening to me and B to the J. Are you kidding me? This is probably like
know, right?
actually being used for torture in Taiwan.
You know what? I actually think either last week or the week before or something like that. It was, oh, those are cool. What is that? Where are those from? Creature
Yeah,
feature.
so I actually meant to not be specifically on this dude because I liked the look of him. So I was hoping I wouldn't show him to you guys, but damn, there he is. This is Creature Feature. I don't know if you guys are aware of Creature Feature. I've said it quite a few times. She has a few blobs sitting actually in a clutter art gallery. So if anybody was interested in one of those blobs, they do exist on her website. They're sold out. But when we're talking about pieces available for under $30, a whole shit ton of UV reactive slimers are on for $25 in their store.
Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, I'm just going back to the comments. I saw Skilled said Double Casket Toys has some stuff out there
Yeah.
too.
I brought that up a moment ago, and I want to
Okay.
end off. I'm going to bring those up because I know we were looking at them when they'd done the sculpts.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a chance to backtrack over and bring up the other yet. But check out some of these pores on the UVs for these slimers, dude. I love Creature Features work.
Oh, dude, and the variety, man. Look at the variety on that.
Well, the blobs are stupid. If I could
those
have
are
every
cool.
single blob ever, I probably would. But
Oh, look at wait. Yeah, those are cool.
the Frankensteins,
The Frankenstein Draculas.
yeah.
Is that dressed up as Dracula?
I think he's got a Dracula cape on, yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
he has fangs, actually. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Great work on there, man.
Oh, and you know what? I don't know if you saw that, but there was a double shot, and then there was Dracula dressed up as Frankenstein right next to him. That was cool.
Oh shoot. Yeah. And then like those, yeah. I should have
Right
stayed on there a little longer.
Oh, that's cool. Those are rad. Well, I'm sorry, that was a Creature Feature. Is that what that was?
Creature Feature, yeah. And we've also got tonight Terrible Tiki. This one's coming from Mecha Ducky. The homie disc one actually pointed me towards this artist. Check out the pricing on some of this shit. $19.99. Go back a page here. But there's a whole bunch of different shit. $17.99 for a whole bunch of these fucking Tooth Tiki Totem minifigures.
Oh, wow.
Those
Those
are
are
like
cool.
little Keshi guys. $19.99 for a set of 3.
Tiki Melee series. That's cool.
Right? Like, look at this dude. I don't know why I like that. Just some Mayan wrestler dude. Fun as shit. Terrible Tiki.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Dude, what is that? That fish right there. That's
Damn. There's a 5-day auction for it.
on eBay. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if it's soft vinyl based on that base.
I think it might be porcelain, bro.
Oh shit.
I thought I saw something about a glaze on there.
Yeah, you might be right.
Or
Viper fish drops for that, but I've been handling a pretty hard health for that. Not to be a dick, I still want to
looks like they do mugs too. So maybe,
test glaze.
yeah, maybe it's clay or something. I don't know.
Damn, Porpoise already left the room, I think. Otherwise, he'd be the one that would end up fucking letting us know. Sorry, Skill
Yeah,
One, dude.
you would know what's up.
Also, I don't know how I missed this earlier, but Most Monstrous has a whole bunch of work that's actually a fucking insane price. This is all Canadian pricing. $16.55,
Oh, dude.
$17.93, $29.69.
Yeah, and you know what, man? Most Monstrous is someone that you need to, if you're into his stuff, you need to keep on checking that store consistently because he puts stuff on sale and clearance all the time. The 3 pieces that I have from him they were like, it was like, hey, I've had these in my shop for a while, get these things out of here. And they were super cheap. Really good friend of Goblin Mob.
Yeah.
They have, I mean, it's great stuff, man. And it's always solid. It's really bulky, really weighty. And just always really good sculpts too.
Like, damn, dude. Fun shit. Great color pores.
Yeah, man. Skilled one. I agree, man. Killer on the wallet. You know, I agree. This portion of the show is brutal on me because on stuff that I need to go back and buy because usually I don't know what you're putting up here. And a lot of this stuff is new to me too.
You guys seen this shit?
Oh.
Who the hell is Mutant Masters?
Okay. So I have a lot of Mutant Master pieces, dude. That dude is fun. Okay, stop.
Always caught me by surprise.
Wait, scroll down a little bit. Keep going.
Like that.
Those, dude. Actually, I have a Mutant Master piece within arm reach. This is the fake clear. That's one.
Oh shoot.
That crystal blue clear faker.
Yeah. Damn, I've been thought about that kind of bit.
That's a sick one. But Mutant Master package is one that came in today, and I saw it on that page. It is so sick, dude. His work is incredibly clean, stupid clean. It's from France, and
okay.
You know how the France be, right? How the are they? It is, dude. It is proper stuff. Very cool. Can't wait to open that next week. Probably gonna open it. I'm just being honest.
We're gonna wrap up with two more, only because I know Skilled One's here. If you haven't seen this guy, Skilled One, he sells out every time. Like you have to be on this guy. He only has 980 followers. It is always sold out. Full store, sold out consistently all the fucking time. The glow level on his work is stupid. Stupid work. Not even entirely sure much about this artist. They sell out nonstop. Stupidly crazy glow. And then
that's another one I don't have. Oh yeah.
Glowman Dan's like near impossible. Skilled One. I said it this morning. I have an alarm set. Is that when Glowman Dan has a drop coming? Because I keep on finding his posts after. Tomorrow was looking mighty shiny, 5 p.m. PST. 4 hours ago, we posted it. Ooh, these are going live tomorrow night, 5 Pacific Central Time.
Nice.
Pacific time.
Crashman27 says we wanted a Mutant Masterpiece. Just real quick, Mutant Masterpiece, super good quality. Whatever you pay for it, you're gonna feel like you underpaid for it. Great pieces every time. Really cool. Magnet setup, paint, top of the line, solid. It's if you're on the fence about Mutant Master, just do it. You're gonna be happy. And it comes super fast. It's from France and it gets here in like a week, which is I don't know how they do that, but it's a thing.
I kept saying it, man. When I saw him carving these up, I was like, if he does what he does with his glow stuff, like I bet you it'll be fun. And in my opinion, like
those are sick.
They did a killer job.
Those are sick, dude. Those are badass.
Double cast on his feet a little back. Skilled One, dude. I can't wait to see your collection, dude. It's gotta be wild. All right. I think that just about wraps us up for accounts under 1,000 and pieces under $30, man. Lots out there for any of those of you who are looking for a quick little win on a budget at the moment. Holy cow, dude, what a night. I feel like we were going a million miles a minute just to try and get out.
Good show, but man, I mean, honestly, we could have ended minutes ago. We would have been right at 3 hours. And for the amount of content that we had tonight, I think we kind of pinpointed 3 hours of kind of the target, and we hit it, man. We're doing good.
We tiptoed over, but there's a lot to cover tonight.
Got a lot of artists out there.
Yeah. Call it a day's work.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. Holy crap, man. What do you say? Do you think we call it there? We let the homies all get the night's rest?
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's next week for sure, man. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Subscribe if you will, please. Like
Yeah.
if you will.
We
Please.
guys were saying at the beginning, we say like, subscribe 3.5 hours into a goddamn show. If you've made it this far, I hope to God you fucking subscribed.
Oh man. Well, have a good weekend, brother.
You as well, everybody else in the chat. Thank you so much for driving the conversation tonight, guys. I'm sorry that because we had a couple guests, we didn't quite get to you guys as much as possible. We'll try a little bit harder next time. Be the J, man. I'm sorry I left you hanging there.